respectively.
This is Kyle and Brust.
Did you call us idiots?
Yeah.
On 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. With Kyle Wallace, here's Ben Brust.
Great day to be alive on this Tuesday. It is Kyle and Brust across ESPN Wisconsin. My name is Ben Brust, and alongside me is Wisconsin backer Kyle Wallace. What's going on, Kyle?
Oh, it's a good day. I'm going to say it's a great day on Tuesday, but it's not.
Why is it not a great day? You just don't like Tuesdays?
No, it's gloomy.
Worst day of the week. He's right.
By the way, it's not gloomy.
When
Did you look outside?
It's beautiful outside.
Wait, what?
That
was not the
I
case
left
this
the
morning.
house this morning. I was freezing. I drove back from a meeting in Plymouth, and I stepped outside the car. I was like, this is beautiful.
Well, can we just talk about how we have I have no real access to windows.
We have
walls.
none. I wouldn't call this, a prison.
No, it's not a prison because I get paid and I can leave willingly.
That you can.
The
But
soap,
we-
so it's
the
like a
soap
casino.
is safe on the ground.
It is like
like a
it's like
casino.
a casino. We don't have
it
clocks. You have one on your computer.
I mean, but no.
They are trying to keep us here as long as possible.
They are. They're pumping in some fumes out there from the market hall. But yesterday, I had no idea that there were 70-mile-per-hour winds. Literally, if you come in at work by 9 and you leave after 5, you have no idea the destruction that took place. Because by the time I got home, the birds was chirping. It was nice.
Yeah. You know what you need to do? Maybe, so Kyle, you do a show on 117 The Truth from 12 to 1. Maybe from like 1 to 110, you walk outside and just get an idea of what's going on in the world.
Maybe I do need to do that.
But don't walk outside if it's 70-mile-per-hour winds. Because, again, we are locked in here from 2 to 5. I don't have any idea what's going on.
No idea.
No idea.
I literally said, what? A tree fell. Oh, my gosh.
Big-ass trees.
I was like, what's happening? So, yeah, I had no idea what was happening. Did your fridge ever get figured out? How much? When your electricity go?
All good. It turned on right as the show ended. So I would say like 2:30 to 5.
I see what We Energy's got going on there. Undersell, over-deliver. I see.
They did. They said 7 p.m., so I will give it to them. Bravo.
Yeah.
No worries.
That's the trick.
Food was all good. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless talk and text line. List is more. That's 800-990-3776. Alex Strofe is running the show. YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison is where you can find us and see our faces. And as well, you have everything on the ESPN Wisconsin app. And so, Kyle, I've been thinking a lot post-draft about the Green Bay Packers. And for those who missed it, we spent way too much time talking about the cornerback room yesterday. Brandon Cisse, we have Carrington Valentine, Benjamin St. Juice's name should be banned from 2 to 5 for the amount of times we've said it. He's gotten more name drops than any fourth or third corner on any NFL team's history on this program. Is that fair?
Yeah, totally fair. Can I ask you one question, Kyle? Can you please utter the following sentence?
Uh-huh.
Benjamin St. Juice is not Charles Woodson.
Benjamin St. Juice is not Sir Charles Woodson.
There we go.
Thank you.
We've figured that out. So moving on from that is when I look at this offseason, right? I'm thinking, Kyle, you like to bring this up, and I think it's completely fair. Not just you, but a lot of people bring up the fact that the Packers last year were 9-3-1. And then you were like, they haven't won a game without Micah Parsons. So if you believe that the Packers at that point, at halftime, against the Denver Broncos, were good enough to win a Super Bowl, in which they were top 3 in odds at that point, maybe even number 2 in odds to win the Super Bowl. Heading into that game at Denver, if you think that they were good enough last year at 9-3-1 before all hell broke loose in terms of injuries, and there was injuries prior to Micah Parsons too, very big ones.
Yeah. Devontae Wyatt got hurt.
Tucker Kraft went down.
Got hurt, yeah.
So I'm saying to myself, if this team was 9-3-1, and you believe Do you believe that Gutey had a good offseason?
I believe Gutey had a good offseason.
Okay,
Yes,
so if
sir.
they were 9-3-1, Gutey had a good offseason, and you are going to get back Zach Tom, Tucker Kraft, Devontae Wyatt, and Micah Parsons. I understand. That's what I'm saying. I understand there's the only thing I can't quantify is when they will be back. That is just an unknown. Reporters don't know. The players probably don't know because they're going through their rehab of non-contact, getting the muscles stronger, going to hit contact soon, or wherever they're at. My question is, what is stopping people from declaring this a Super Bowl team? You know what I mean? Because if they were 9-3-1, they had a good offseason, and you get excited at those 4 names that I think are high-level contributors to the Green Bay Packers. Why is it not a thing right now to be putting them in we absolutely should win the North and we should have a chance to really compete to win a Super Bowl this year? What is stopping fans?
I think the biggest thing stopping fans is the unknown of the offensive line, right? When you look at every single component of the rest of the football team, I have all the confidence in the world that Micah Parsons and Tucker Kraft and Zach Tom are going to be able to
I want
come
you
back.
to keep talking, but that statement right there, you're saying to me that the Super Bowl hinges on the offensive line.
Did you watch the Super Bowl last year? And
yes.
so that is why you need to figure out whether or not this offensive line is going to be good. Now, I am not.
Then how is it a good offseason if they didn't address what is a spot in which in the second half of the season it wasn't great, and then you're putting 5 guys together that have never played on the line together, that being moving on from Rasheed Walker and having Jordan Morgan as your left tackle, who finally is going to get a chance to play the position he was drafted. Aaron Banks, who you restructured and are going to have him not just this year, but next year by moving money down the line. Signing Sean Ryan to play center after he was a guard and did it serviceably, I guess, for 8-ish games.
Paid.
Yeah, he got paid to do it, but it doesn't mean he's going to be great at it. And then a second-year right guard in Anthony Belton and Zach Tom coming off of major injury. Like, how come more wasn't addressed to that? Because that, to me, is so important. Because I look at this being 9-3-1 last year, and the guys are getting back. I'm like, I believe they got some stuff there, but if they can't utilize the stuff, then it's worthless.
Well, I mean, you got one person in Alex Strofe who believes Jordan Morgan is just as good as Rasheed Walker. We have our guy at the center position in Sean Ryan. Aaron Banks started to play more consistent down the way. Anthony Belton was just a rookie last year. You get Zach Tom back. The only reason why I'm saying the offensive line is questionable is because I just have not seen this unit perform at a high level together. And so when you say they didn't do enough in the offseason, we could have wanted him to go grab somebody on the offensive line, but he believes that he already has the guys that he needs for the offensive line. He re-signed Sean Ryan to be the starting center. He restructured Aaron Banks, and then also he's moving the first-round pick to the left tackle position. So
we know what he did, but you called out that these guys are the concern.
They're the biggest concern because they're the biggest question mark and unknown. I'm not saying that they suck, because that would be disingenuous to me to say that a whole bunch of guys who we haven't seen play together, that they suck. That's just not true. I think that's just the biggest question mark. It is basically, that is me just giving credit to the rest of this offense, because when I look at the quarterback position, I love me some Jordan Love. When I look at the running back position, I'm so happy that Josh Jacobs is going to be healthy.
Pause. Both of those two guys can't play at a high level without those 5 guys that we just mentioned.
And that's why they play a significant role to the success of this team. So that is what I'm telling people, is the success of the Green Bay Packers 2026 NFL season hinges on how good the offensive line is as a unit. If this offensive line becomes a top 10 unit in the NFL, the Green Bay Packers are winning the NFC North easy. The Green Bay Packers, I would confidently say, I believe the Packers can be the 1 seed in the NFC simply because the offensive line is that good. I understand the cornerback position. We got to upgrade. We think we got to upgrade potentially for the future. But still, the cornerback position might be the biggest question mark on the defense.
But you can get by if you did hit in the defensive line.
Well, we saw them get by last year when Micah Parsons was creating pressures, right? When they were challenging the quarterback.
Keyshawn Nixon actually looked like a cornerback 1 because he had to play off on coverage. And then when time ticked very fast because Micah Parsons was getting pressures, although pressures, production of sacks that's something different. Pressures also help
Pressures matter.
The quarterbacks ticking clock. Just go.
You saw it against
I got to get out.
Jared Goff, you felt it. And I believe the game against the Commanders, I believe that is when Keyshawn Nixon might have had the 5 breakouts. It was early in the season. But a lot of that has to do with the ability to pressure the quarterback, making the quarterback think. And so when a quarterback is looking over their shoulder, like, whenever you have a guy like Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, and Micah Parsons, the quarterbacks in the offensive line and everybody, the running back, the tight ends, they're keying in on where is this guy at, which frees up other people, which makes people panic a little bit. When you start feeling the pressure, all of a sudden, it may not even really be there, but I got to move in my head. So that, for me, once Micah Parsons comes back, that makes the defensive backcourt better, just like it was last year.
So 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. A lot of different thoughts there on the text line, as well as YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. I think I would then ask, if it's offensive line, what else is it for you? Like, what are you thinking? Because Matt LaFleur is a name that comes up. The belief.
What?
Yes.
Y'all don't believe in Matt?
Well, again, what is his playoff record? You could look at that. Time management. It's not that he's not a good offensive mind. It's him as the head coach. It's him leading the football team. It's the report card grades and the disgruntledness of players.
We got rid of them disgruntled folks.
Agree. But that's still something that he's been here for a long time. You kind of know what you get from Matt LaFleur. And so people are starting to believe that, like, all right, if Matt LaFleur is the coach, he can only maybe get us to a certain point. So I can hear that argument. As someone who's called him Matty Mouse, I can absolutely hear the argument that Matt LaFleur just can't take you there. John Anderson of SportsCenter, ESPN, says he doesn't even care what happens in the regular season. He doesn't care. He cares what happens in a major playoff game, and I can hear that argument. So if it's not offensive line, if it's not Matt LaFleur, I'm just asking what's holding people back from saying this team can win a Super Bowl.
I think, the biggest thing holding them back is the offensive line play. That is the one thing that will be the barrier for them. And when I look at the rest of the roster, I am extremely optimistic about what this team is going to be. I think this offense is going to be the best we have seen since Aaron Rodgers was cooking. So this is what I expect this year. I think the run game is going to be good. I think the passing game, despite the offensive line, I know the pass game will be good. I mean, because we got some dogs at wide receiver. Y'all don't know. Jaden Reed with that contract feeling comfortable and good, he going to live up to it. Matthew Golden in year 2.
You need time.
Need time for what? Yeah, you need time, but even without time, even when he was under pressure, he still was able to carve up defenses. So when I think about this upcoming season, the offensive line is the key to success. If the offensive line is a good unit, top 10 unit, you can book this team for being the best team in the NFC North, and you could book this team for being a 1 or 2 seed in the NFC and being a true Super Bowl contender. The defense is good. I'm good with the defense. I think they brought in the right folks, the right bodies on the defense to give them some reinforcements. I don't think people understand having Devontae Wyatt and Javon Hargrave in the middle is going to pay significant dividends for this Packers team, because last year Devontae Wyatt without Michael Parsons and Devontae Wyatt were the only 2 good defensive linemen we have. We added another guy on top of Michael Parsons being there. So I'm telling y'all, the D-line is going to be fine. The linebackers are going to be fine. The safeties are going to be great. And the cornerbacks, they're going to win because the quarterbacks on the opposing team won't have time to throw the ball.
So this is one that consistently has come up under his tenure, and it's not shocking. I think it's a fair thing to not have full belief that he can do a Super Bowl. Jordan Love isn't a Super Bowl caliber quarterback. He is good and serviceable, but sadly, I don't believe we'll sniff a Super Bowl with him at the helm. That's not calling him bad, but it's not calling him the guy that everyone believes which I think saw take the most strides of his entire career.
Get him, Kyle.
Excuse me.
That is Justin in the 920.
Get him,
Justin in 920. I'm going to simply say Sam Darnold.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen's pretty good. But Sam
Jalen might be pretty good, but the entire offseason for the Eagles was about how he's the problem for that franchise.
Yeah, but he has great weapons
he
around him.
He did win a Super Bowl MVP.
But to think that Jordan Love can't be great, that Jordan Love is not going to be the reason this team doesn't win a Super Bowl. Jordan Love in that playoff game played well enough. Like, honestly, that was one of the better quarterback performances in the entire playoffs last year, is what we had from our quarterback with Jordan Love. 4 touchdown passes, 323 yards.
It was an awesome half of football. It was an awesome half.
He didn't do well in the fourth quarter?
He threw the touchdown pass where Golden did most of the work. I'll give you that.
He moved the ball downfield. He moved the ball Christian Watson.
And one drive.
Jaden Reed, who I love.
They didn't have a first down in the third quarter. There's blame to go around on that.
I blame that on the poor offensive line play. The Bears pinned their ears back and they couldn't get anything going, and I blame that on Matt LaFleur.
So let's ask Strofe the same question. You're a Packer backer. Everything I laid out, 9-3-1. if you believe they had a good offseason and they bring back 4 major pieces that were hurt, what's stopping you from saying this team can absolutely win a Super Bowl?
I think they can win a Super Bowl. I think they're good
What would
enough.
be the one thing that would stop you from believing that?
It'd be injuries again.
Injuries again.
Yeah, which I
So
mean,
you think,
obviously isn't
you
an
think
excuse, but I think
last year it happens if Micah doesn't get hurt?
I think they're certainly in the mix. Yeah, they absolutely win that game in Chicago. The Tucker Kraft one, I think, is one we don't pay enough attention to, actually, because I think he was quickly evolving into a top 3, top 2 tight end in the National Football League. And I have confidence he can come back and be that. So I think they're absolutely in the mix. What are they odds-wise? Do you know off the top of your head?
They're like 6th or 7th to win the Super Bowl.
6, 7. Is that still a thing?
Not really.
I think that's dead, yeah.
Dead. I have more coming in, so I want to get to all of them because I want to address it. I want to break down right now because you can add a couple pieces here and there now until the season starts, right? You know, they like the Isaiah Simmons comes to mind. It didn't work out, but like you can try and get those type players.
Nah, there ain't no real guys out there now.
That's fine, but it doesn't like this. This could be the time when they found like a Devondre Campbell. Or Rasul Douglas.
I mean, I guess if you find a cornerback, that would
I'm just saying you still can do stuff, but for the majority of this season, you have your team.
You legitimately you have your team. That's what. There's only one position where you might add somebody that could potentially start, but the offensive line, you have your 5 stars.
So I want to know what would stop this team, because if they were 9-3-1 and you believe it was a good offseason, and you get those guys back, why can't they do it? 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and Text line. Chris, that is really long to read, so I'll try my best in the break.
You're experiencing Kyle and Brust.
Roughishly?
What two words did he combine? He wanted to combine partially with rough.
Yeah, rougishly.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. All the biggest voices, all in one place. The Yingling Guest Hotline. Exclusive insight from Hall of Famers, All-Stars, and Game Changers, all on the Yingling Guest Hotline.
He is Adam Schefter.
But it's hard to argue with what he's doing. He's playing at an elite level right now.
The Yingling Guest Hotline on ESPN Wisconsin.
They're winning games. He's playing great football. I think every time he does that, he wins over more and more people.
Yingling, now officially in Wisconsin. DG Yingling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Hey, it's Kyle Wallace, and April is the perfect time to reset your home for the long run. And Universal Windows Direct makes that decision so easy. Right now, when you buy 2 windows, you get 2 free, and there's no limit. Plus, you'll get 24 months with no payments and no interest. They're also offering a $500 bonus off your next home improvement project. Call 414-410-2000 or visit UniversalWindowsDirect.com to schedule your free in-home estimate today. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde for Racine Danish Kringles, the official pastry of ESPN Milwaukee. Mother's Day is Sunday, May 10th, and you could send flowers again. Or you could be the hero of the family and send a Kringle. We're talking flaky, buttery, melt-in-your-mouth goodness delivered right to her door in a beautiful Mother's Day gift box. Go classic with her favorite flavor, or go big with a heart-shaped Kringle topped with pink icing. It's fresh, it's delicious, and best of all, you didn't have to bake it. Go to Kringle.com or call 1-800-4DANISH.
Hi, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Most contractors cut corners and disappear when there's a problem. Not us. Since 1997, we've completed over 60,000 projects, earned thousands of 5-star reviews, and were named 2025 Roofing Magazine Contractor of the Year. We set the standard for exterior remodeling. Trusted by homeowners, proven every single day. We're excited to show you why choosing Infinity means peace of mind. Visit infinityexteriors.com to see why your neighbors trust Infinity.
Heck yeah! It's ESPN Wisconsin's Alex Stroh for Robert Hack Diamonds. 3 locations in the Milwaukee area, 2 in Brookfield, 1 in Greenfield, where I went, to buy my fiance's dream engagement ring. You don't become Wisconsin's most trusted and respected name in diamonds on accident. Robert Hack Diamonds has been in Wisconsin for almost 80 years, serving the Milwaukee area and all of the state with top-notch customer service and all the help you need along the way. I had no idea what I was doing. I knew I got the girl right, but I wanted to get the diamond right too, and Robert Hack Diamonds made sure that happened. If you're looking to take that next step just like I did, there's only one place to go. That's Robert Hack Diamonds, 3 locations in the Milwaukee area. Tell them I sent you, and whether you like me have no idea what you're doing or have a really good idea of what you're doing, go to the best in Wisconsin. You want that day to be special, and you want that ring to be special. They created my fiance's dream engagement ring, and they can create yours too. Visit them online, roberthackdiamonds.com, or in Greenfield or Brookfield. And just like me, you'll leave that store saying, heck yeah. because of Robert Hack Diamonds.
You know what scared Kathy more than surgery? Giving up her active life, turning down opportunities to do the things she loves.
I found myself saying, no, I don't want to do that because of pain. It was really limiting my activities in every way.
And then came the diagnosis.
You need 2 full knee replacements. I don't have time for a double knee replacement, and I don't like pain, so no.
But that's not how her story ends. She tried something different, QC Kinetics. It was cutting edge, but natural and much easier on her body, with thousands of patient success stories.
I went to QC Kinetics. Within a couple of weeks, I was absolutely pain-free, no pain. I feel fantastic. Too much life to live, and I want to stay in motion as long as I possibly can.
Don't let pain decide what you say yes or no to. Live your best life. They'll make sure of it at QC Kinetics, starting with a free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Have no fear, the chaos is here. Lucky you. This is Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Chef Ed is not feeling optimistic. Kyle, the Packers are not a Super Bowl team. They will finish third in division behind the Lions and the Bears.
Okay, all right, Chef Ed, you can't jump back on the bandwagon when you're wrong. I'm going to track that, Chef Ed. You are not a believer in the Packers. That's fine. We're going to go to April 28th, 2026 is when Chef Ed jumped off the bandwagon in the supporting of the Green Bay Packers.
Free agency has passed. The draft has passed. You have the majority of what the makeup of this team will be heading into next year. You were 9-3-1. If you believe that this was a good offseason from Gutey, which I think was good. I don't think it was great. I think it was good. And if they get 4 reinforcements of very high-quality injured players back from last year, what's stopping you from saying this team's going to win a Super Bowl? 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and text line. Don chimes in, and he goes right to Matt LaFleur and his emotional or lack of emotional approach. He's not the rah-rah guy as we heard him in the Badgers locker room, the Badger basketball locker room, where all things went wrong when Matt LaFleur gave a speech to the team after the Badgers beat Michigan State and got everyone really going. Yeah. So coaching, running back depth, quarterback depth, that from Ben. I think this one is interesting, right? Running back depth. If Josh Jacobs was hurt last year, he played through it. Yeah, quarterback depth, because Jordan has shown he will miss 1 to 2, possibly 3 games each season, says Ben in the 920. So those are things that we did talk about prior to the draft.
Yeah. The Packers are going to really solve their backup quarterback problem in the draft. We're going to really trust the
Don't necessarily disagree with you there. Don't disagree with you there.
Round.
But the running back situation, I thought, was a sneaky spot where they could have taken a flyer on somebody, especially with Marshawn Lloyd, who knows if he is in Green Bay or at another treatment facility for an injury.
The third time's a charm. Year 3 is when he finally stays healthy. But when I look at the running back position, y'all didn't know who the heck Emmanuel Wilson was when we picked him up. We weren't talking about, we need Emmanuel Wilson. No, you just develop guys behind him. And with the NFL, I think, there's not a lot of trash running backs in the NFL, but I think the Green Bay Packers will be fine at that position. If we had to depend on Chris Brooks to be the bell cow for a game, then I think he'll be okay. I mean, there's going to be other guys that end up, showing whether it's Pierre Strong or whether, maybe somehow Josh Jacobs' brother is good, and all of a sudden he ends up being on the roster. That'd be cool. I mean,
that would be cool.
He's got to try out. You never know.
That would be cool. Ultimately, I have to give the Packers credit for special teams. Now, yesterday, I obviously was attacking a little bit of you're trading 7th round. It doesn't matter.
He's trying to say yesterday he was a little wrong in attacking Gutey for simply doing the right thing. That's what you're trying to say. You hear that, Strofe? He's just trying to. That's his way of saying.
That's my way of saying I was wrong.
Yeah. Yesterday, there were some things that I said.
There were some things that I said that I wish I could take back.
To your wife.
Yeah. Tough. Really tough. Yeah, really tough.
I don't.
We're both very stubborn.
Ooh. Who's more stubborn?
Oh, her by far.
That was the wrong answer.
No, it's the truth. We do this with our friends. Who's more stubborn between the two of us? Really healthy, right? Of us to bring our friends into the conversation. Who's more stubborn, me or her?
That is that. You know what? I don't. That's y'all relationship. I know for a fact I'm stubborn. Okay.
No, that's the thing.
Really? You?
I'm right a lot. I'm right a lot, and baby girls can attest to this. There's a lot of times, when Zaddy tell us to do this, it ends up working out. So
Can you please never respond to yourself, refer to yourself as Zaddy?
Yeah.
She's never called you that.
We don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know that.
I feel comfortable knowing she doesn't call him Zaddy.
I feel comfortable saying I think she might call him that. I think we can move on from figuring out who calls him Zaddy.
One follow-up question. Do you refer to yourself as Zaddy more, or does she call you Zaddy more? Because there is a correct answer, and I know it.
Yes. Okay, that's fair. If we're going to put that out there, it's Kyle calling himself that. So Trey Smack drafted. Competition at a position where it ruined your season at the end of the year.
Oh, my gosh.
But my point is, it was addressed, right? Wrong. Made a stank about it. Made him the guy. You know what? Competition, as you said, is good.
No, I like this.
I believe in
Brust.
competition. You know what competition brings out? The best in people.
Yep.
So put competition there. Your punter was great last year. You signed a kick punt returner.
Yeah.
So and your coverages were good last year. So if you can get anything out of Sky Moore, that's net positive based off of last year.
It's almost impossible for the punt return situation to be worse.
No, it is impossible. They had the three worst rated punt returners in the NFL.
That's bad.
The three worst. They put a guy back there who was
fair catching.
Romeo. Romeo would catch it and take a step backwards before he would go forwards. Matthew Golden decided to do the blitz 2000 spin move right after catching it. And Savion, maybe Jaden Reed was out there week one,
maybe
before he was injured. Savion Williams' kick return didn't do much for me. There was nothing. He just was a guy back there.
No,
so you no matter what, you've upgraded because it can't be worse. So again, just looking at it, special teams, I think is in a good spot compared to where it's been for the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This was a sneaky good offseason for Gutey. The special teams area is an important phase of this game, and even though we don't know what we're going to get out of Trey Smack, but what I do know is I love the fact that you're able to push Brandon McManus, and you're actually able to have a real kicking competition. That will only pay dividends for the Green Bay Packers this season if you find the best kicker available. And I think right now, when you look at Trey Smack and what he's going to bring, I do believe he's going to win the job. I'm very confident he's going to win the job. But if he doesn't, you have a great fallback option. So the Packers are in a great position, special teams, to take leaps forward because you need to win in all three phases in order to win a championship. So that was a championship move.
A lot of response here on the Carbless Talk and Text line. What is stopping you from saying this team is going to win the Super Bowl? Joe and the Boonies. I utterly lack confidence in the offensive lineman. Kyle is hitting on the head. That play of the unit dropped off since the retirement of Bakhtiari and when Steno switched from O-line coach to offensive coordinator. Again, that's where we started, actually. We started at the offensive line. And it's the scariest thing for me. You said it, but it's been my number one. I have a hard time after watching Jordan Love in the second half of the season. I really do think they are a great offensive line away from being a top 5 offense. I truly believe in Jordan Love. The strides that he's made year after year after year. Josh Jacobs coming back healthy. This may be the end of the Josh Jacobs era from what he can give you as he gets older. That's a tough position to continue to run at. I believe in Christian Watson. I really do. I think he's a great player. He played really well off that ACL. Jaden Reed led the team in receiving yards his first 2 years before getting hurt.
Sure,
and we know Matthew Golden is capable of so much more than what he was able to do in the opportunities he was given last year. And I haven't even mentioned the guy that was on track, in my opinion, to be a first-team All-Pro next to Trey McBride and Tucker Kraft. So I think the pieces are there, but the pieces can't fly without that offensive line giving Jordan Love the opportunity to throw the ball and figure out how they can run effective with Josh Jacobs, who wants to be a shotgun up the middle when they've had success in Matt LaFleur's offense, running to the outside in the zone scheme.
And it sounds like they're going to be switching some things back, as he said, as Brian Bulaga told us.
That's what Brian Bulaga said. We don't know that that's going to happen. Brian Bulaga believes when Matt LaFleur says go back to the basics, he believes that basic concepts that they installed when he first became the head coach of the Green Bay Packers.
Again, the one move that Gutey could make at this point that I think would satisfy a lot of people and put people at ease is bringing in a veteran offensive lineman who may not be a world beater, but somebody who can get in there and be good, right? Right now, we only think we have one guy on this offensive line in Kennard that we believe can actually be a good backup. Everybody else is a lot of.
But he didn't even take the backup reps all the time at tackle last year.
Well, probably because they wanted to put their boy Jordan Morgan in.
But he was playing guard too.
I mean, so again, well, they move Anthony Belton in there. So again,
thank God.
So that is probably the one position that I would love for them to bring in one more person to compete, because you want to solidify. So if you do have injuries, which are inevitable in football, you want to make sure that you have the reinforcements that are there that you can plug and play. Again, they may not play at a high level, but they'll be able to keep your quarterback from being on his backside, because the more Jordan Love is upright, the better off this team is.
My guy, Nathan Waukesha, who also has dealt with family trauma in his life. We're bonded in that. He ended with it. We are in a good position, so stop the gloom. Stop the gloom takes. This isn't gloom. This is if you truly believe at 9-3-1 and this was a good offseason, you get those guys back. Why can't they? And so if you don't believe that they can, you tell us. I think there's a great opportunity for this team. I really do. If you were 9-3-1 and you get Micah Parsons back, Tucker Kraft, who is the heartbeat of this team, and another defensive lineman piece in which he's been productive when he's healthy, Devontae Wyatt, they got a lot coming back. Zach Tom question that's a scary one for me, especially with the conversation we just had about the offensive line. If that man ain't healthy, that scares the hell out of me for the rest of the guys.
Yeah, no. If he is not healthy, then he did a disservice to this team by not drafting or signing somebody.
He had continued to say the Packers had horrible injury luck, no turnover luck, and played in division with one of the luckiest teams in the last decade on both fronts in Chicago. We are in a good position. And that's what I'm saying.
I agree.
I agree with that. I really do. This is all going to come down to Matt LaFleur as a head coach, figuring out ways to optimize that offensive line, make the running game better, and make that offense hum.
I'm telling y'all, I am so excited for what this offense is going to be. I think it's going to be doing a lot of humming all year long.
Okay, I was wondering where you're going there.
A good hummer?
It wasn't a good hum. Humming. You know,
I got a little that. I got a little bug in my throat. I ain't got to say as I usually.
I did not know that.
Yo, I'm a little sick.
No.
Couldn't tell.
Usually when someone says they're sick, if Strofe or I were to say we're sick, you're sick, go home, don't get me sick.
Yeah, that's true.
I haven't been coughing.
Y'all be doing all that. You do sound a little congested.
Y'all be doing all that coughing and sneezing. When you're sick, do you shake people's hands?
You dapped me up yesterday.
Well, I didn't. Well, I did feel a little sick yesterday. I shook this lady's hand today, and I felt bad because I had to leave the meeting because I need to blow my nose. But I washed my hands when I did. And so when I came back, I was wondering if she thought oh, he just blew his nose and, he's touching my hand. I felt bad.
I think you're overthinking it.
Made a drive to Plymouth yesterday, made a drive to Plymouth today, and it got me excited for race season because that's right where Elkhart Lake is located, right around Plymouth, and that's where America's National Park of Speed is. You can stay for the weekend, camp on site, and bring the family because kids 16 and under are getting free with a paying adult at the gate. You got hillside views, open paddocks. You can go all the way around the track, try different concession stands, watch the race in a different way. They have corporate events, weddings. You can do whatever you want, essentially, at Road America. And it's must-see on June 18th through the 21st. Father's Day is IndyCar, so go get your tickets at roadamerica.com. That's roadamerica.com. More Kyle and Brust with you. Next.
You're surviving Kyle and Brust.
Brent is crazy. Strofe is emotional. I don't want to get in between none of this.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Some companies build projects. At Professional Construction, Inc., we build relationships.
That means showing up early, taking pride in the details, and having each other's backs, on and off the job site.
We're looking for skilled carpenters who really care about their craft and want to be part of a team.
Not just another paycheck, but a place where the people you work with actually matter.
If you work hard, take pride in what you build, and want to join a tight-knit crew, then we'd love to meet you.
Apply today at professionalconstructioninc.com.
How are things at Kessler's Greenfield, Kelly?
Fantastic. I heard you have an idea for springtime.
I love spring.
I have a big collection of new life to show you.
New life is a spring thing.
Show us. I call it crosses and clovers.
These are amazing.
Well done, Kelly.
These are stunningly unique.
Kelly, the surface of this 4-leaf clover is fantastic. What's it made of?
Sarah, the surface of that lucky 4-leaf clover is made of crushed black diamonds.
Wow. I'm buying this one. How much?
$185. In yellow gold vermeil, it's just $270.
This cross?
$90.
And these initials pendants?
These are $60.
Clovers, crosses, and personalized pendants.
And a leprechaun that says they're magically delicious.
Sarah, that's a breakfast cereal.
Kelly, you've done well.
Extremely well.
Extremely very well. Happy springtime, everyone.
To find the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Do you know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day? At Milwaukee Weight Loss, we know the secret. Our doctor-developed, easy-to-follow weight loss program helps you lose weight fast, naturally and safely, and with no drugs or injections with risk of serious side effects, no prepackaged meals, bars, shakes, and no exercising required. Our program helps reset your metabolism so you can keep the weight off for good with a coach for ongoing support. Our program costs up to half as much and works up to twice as fast as most other programs. Go to MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com to schedule your free consultation.
Josh DiMaggio here for Milwaukee Weight Loss. I've been on this journey since January and have already lost 35 pounds. It's been easy, safe, and their team continue to help me reach my goals. Many patients lose 20 to 30 pounds in about a month or two. That's up to a pound per day. And for a limited time, get $200 off the spring special. Book your free consultation at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Results may vary. You've always been competitive at work, in the gym, even with your kids. But lately you feel off. Workouts take longer to recover from. Your drive just isn't there. You know, it might not be your age. It could be low testosterone. At Mentality, we'll get to the bottom of what's really going on and build a personalized plan using testosterone replacement and peptide therapies to help restore your energy, focus, and drive. Get back the energy to being dad again. Book your appointment with Mentality at lowtusa.com. Again, that's lowtusa.com.
Take it home this April at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. $300 grand is on the line, and you're at bat to win your share. Just play with your rewards card for entries. Prize drawings on Thursdays. Plus, your April drawing entries all count toward another prize drawing in June. It's the Base Race Game Show. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play. Let the good times roll. Kyle and Brust are back on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Do you believe Gutey is operating differently? 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and Text line. Not because he got an extension, because I think this starts before the extension. I think this started when Ed Policy got here. Do you believe, Kyle Wallace, that you are seeing a different Gutey than you've seen over his first 8 years because of Ed Policy?
This is a new Gutey that I love. What we are seeing is the evolution of Brian Gutekunst. And what I say is this, is that we saw Gutey do something that we never believed he would do. Nobody thought Gutey was going to trade those coveted failed first-round draft picks that he always has. Nobody ever thought that he would trade the future draft picks for a big-time player. But what did he do last year? He traded his first round in 2026 and 2027 for a game wrecker, a difference maker, a man that is going to be the strong man and the best player almost in every single football game when he's on the field, in Micah Parsons. And then on top of that, you're seeing this is a team, they say what? Oh, the Packers love to draft the best player available. Bumps that. The Packers didn't draft the best player available. They drafted the best player that fits their needs that were available in this draft. When you got Brandon Cisse, you got yourself a corner, and you needed a corner because of what? You look at the depth on this roster, you look at the age and the
future contracts
exactly.
And when they're expiring.
Brandon Cisse was a guy that you needed to get. Chris McClellan, you needed another defensive line. We knew we needed somebody in interior. You don't know what the long-term future is of Devontae Wyatt. You don't know how long Javon Hargrave is going to be here. You don't know how long Carl Brooks is going to be here for. So what did you do in that second or the third round with your second pick? You went and you got a position of need, getting somebody on the interior of the offensive line. You signed old guys. Like, you got guys who were actually old.
Bro, it's like he's been compared to Leonardo DiCaprio. He didn't have guys under 30.
He liked them
DiCaprio's
young.
into very young. This is like Leonardo DiCaprio saying, I'm going to try dating a 40-year-old.
He grew up. He grew up. That's exactly what Gutey did. Gutey realized that the failures of the past was not working. Being the youngest roster in the NFL, continuing to draft and try to develop guys was not getting us to the place that we wanted to be. So he altered and deviated from his plan, and he evolved into a better general manager that puts the Packers in a better position to be a Super Bowl contender. I'm telling y'all, the moves that he made are moves that help build champions. How many teams just depend on the draft to build a championship roster? Barely 0 of them. Usually the teams that do that are the teams that are already a player away and they just need to get one last player.
And maybe I'm blanking on it.
Uh-huh.
But I would say the move of trading, was it Colby Wooden?
Yeah, Colby Wooden for Zaire Franklin.
Like making that, like that's significant.
It's a huge move because there's
I'm not just saying about who they traded for, but like I'm trying to think the last time they like swapped a player for like a need after moving on from Quay Walker like that.
Well,
because typically if there's a need, they're just like, all right, we'll figure it out in the draft.
We'll draft somebody.
We usually have a boatload of picks, and we'll take a couple stabs, and someone's going to work.
We already have Tyron Hopper on the roster, so that's like Isaiah McDuffie. So we know we're gonna run it with those guys. They didn't say, we ain't doing that this time. We not going because we understand that we are not in a position to see whether or not Tyron Hopper can develop into a starter. Tyron Hopper had his first 2 seasons to show us enough, and we realized it could be hit or miss with him, right? We know what Isaiah McDuffie is. He's not an every down starter. They understood that if they're going to move on from Quay Walker, who was their everyday starter, they need to make sure they bring in somebody who can fill that void. And that's exactly what the Packers did. So this is why the evolution of Gutey only puts the Packers in a better position to be a Super Bowl champion. And again, this is something different.
Watch the old guys. This is just, I don't hope for this, but watch the old guys get hurt. And be like, damn it!
I mean,
why'd I go for the old guys?
Well, that's why you draft Chris McClellan, right? Because you have somebody behind him.
Yes, but
why you
that's
draft
not. But if this is all based, the entire first 35 minutes of this show has been based off you believing that they can win a Super Bowl. It doesn't work if you're relying on Chris McClellan. It works if Hargrave and Wyatt, and they all play well off each other. If Micah comes back healthy and is productive as we've seen him be productive.
Most teams don't go 4 deep at a lot of these positions, right? Like what most teams have 2 guys, maybe 3 guys when you're talking about the defensive line as a whole. Most teams only have 3 dudes on the defensive line. You don't have superstars. You have dudes that are difference makers and then everybody else doing their job.
A lot of comments saying Goot realized that his ass was on the line, needed to do something about it.
Yeah, I wonder what that conversation at the American Club was like.
No, but he did the Micah Parsons trade before the American Club conversation before he got extended.
That is very true.
So I think the presence of the new president put him like, all right, I can't just get fat and happy cheersing Mark Murphy in the press box with our Diet Cokes, right? Like he's going to think I do no wrong. Like every time they pan to that box, wherever it is at Lambeau Field, they were sitting there and they were happy and they were smiling. Mark Murphy sitting on the pile of cash he created in Titletown. And Gutey's like, I've been here for 25 years. I started grinding tape for 7th round draft picks and now I'm the guy. Like, you don't just get to be the guy in the NFL. You got to prove that you belong. And this is his chance to continue to prove that he's not just doing things the same way. Now, we'll see how it plays out. But again, I think that the swings he's made have helped give me more confidence heading into a season that this team can do something because you're not just relying on the last 3 years of grow and develop together. Kind of tried that. Now it's time to be like, let's go get it. Let's keep the guys that have grown, that aren't the disgruntled ones, that are productive for us. And if we don't believe that some of the guys we moved on from and Rasheed Walker and Quay Walker were going to get us there, we'll figure out a way to get better elsewhere.
And the Packers are going to reap the benefits on the football field this year the same way they reaped the benefits last year. Don't get it twisted. When the Packers made that move for Micah Parsons, they truly reaped the benefits of that. When they came out week 1 and week 2, this looked like a Super Bowl team. Homer said the division was over. He's over.
Yep.
It's over. That's how confident people were in the Packers. Now, again, every team's going to have their ups and their downs. But year 2, I truly do believe with this iteration of this Packers roster, this team is going to be that much better. Only team I think that can compete with us in the NFC North is the Detroit Lions.
I think that's disingenuous.
What do you mean with that?
I think the Bears and the Lions are.
The Bears aren't.
They beat the Packers twice.
The Bears aren't. They
beat the Packers twice.
Yeah, it took miracles.
And you do believe Ben Johnson is a good coach. You yourself were impressed with the way Ben Johnson.
But you can only play with fire so often. You're going to get burnt. You can't do that year in and year out.
Again, if he was smart, he's probably going to try to evolve his team to not have to play in the
growth is not linear. And if they think, and as a Packer fan, Jason Wilde has told me that for years. And as a Packers fan, after the Packers made it to the NFC divisional and they barely lost to the San Francisco 49ers, I'm thinking, oh baby, here we go. Next year we make the playoffs. We're going to go to the NFC Championship, and we haven't won a playoff game since we beat the Dallas Cowboys 2 years ago. So just because you won the NFC North this year, because you won a playoff game, does not guarantee anything like that is going to happen. Ask the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions went from going to an NFC Championship game and then following it up with having a 15-2 season and then getting put out in the divisional round and then not making the playoffs. They have regressed. So the growth is not linear, and this is why when you say the Chicago Bears, I'm not sold on them yet. They had a good year last year. Look at the Washington Commanders. They had a good year 2 years ago, but just because you're good now doesn't mean you're going to be good later. The one thing the Packers have is consistency. Say what you want about the Packers not winning the Super Bowl, at least I know my team is going to give me consistency and give me an opportunity every year.
But I would say, if you believe in what Gutey's done and the way this team is constructed, this is the most out-of-the-box Gutey has been to try and bolster things as a roster, signing older players, trading for Micah Parsons. There's been different things that he's done.
Getting a kick returner. The last time we got a kick returner was Keyshawn Nixon, and that worked out great for us.
You know what works out great for me? Working with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, got a text that they are going to come do final measurements for the back door of my home because I want that 0% financing all the way up to 2030. And it's about the perfect time for any time that you want to look at windows. Because if the summer's coming, you want to make sure you're locking in that cold air with the great windows. If the winter's coming, you want to lock in that heat. You also want beautiful product that's backed with wonderful warranties from a company that manufactures the product. Like, that's the Pella greatness. You're getting it from Pella. You're getting the quality product. You're getting the manufacturer's warranty from Pella. And they are also great to work with. They showed me the rendering of the back door, and my wife is excited, which all that matters. And I listened well because she was happy about one specific detail that I made sure to remember. And now we have an appointment next week for the final measurements, and we'll figure installation. And we work with their team. Ross, Gina, Joe, their whole team's amazing. So PellaWI.com. That's PellaWI.com. Strofe booked Mark Tauscher next. We'll talk to Tausch.
You're dealing with Kyle and Brust.
I was raised by Mama Wallace, and Mama Wallace said this is absolutely unacceptable.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. All day, every day. The Cardless Talk and Text line is open for you.
We're not trying to get from A to B. We're trying to get from A to SB, as in the Super Bowl.
800-990-3776. The Cardless Talk and Text line. This is more.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Kyle Wallace. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free in 24 months with no payments or interest plus $500 off. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Planning a high-level event shouldn't feel overwhelming.
I'm Tiara Gomez, founder of Events by Design. For over 25 years, we've helped companies turn complex, high-pressure events into seamless, unforgettable experiences. When trying to engage your team and pull off something meaningful, the details matter. From concept to execution, we design every event so it reflects your vision and delivers real impact. No missed moments, just refined experiences people will remember. Let's start designing today. Search online, Events by Design.
Screaming Sicilian, more is amore. Screaming Sicilian, more is amore. Amore, pepperoni, amore, mozzarella, amore. Screaming Sicilian,
Screamin' Sicilian frozen pizza. More toppings, more flavor. More is amore.
I think one of the things that patients don't realize is that when they get a joint replacement, that's not a lifetime treatment option. And they're probably, if they are a younger patient, signing up for multiple surgeries down the road.
As a physician and medical director for QC Kinetics, Dr. Caravelli's seen a pattern of trending joint pain. Prolonged medication, steroids, then surgery, possibly another surgery.
So a lot of our patients are trying to avoid or put off surgery, and this is the treatment that can help them do that.
QC Kinetics extracts your body's healing substances, concentrates them back into your aching joints to help heal and restore those areas, providing lasting relief.
Oh, I love being able to tell my patients, before we do this surgery, let's try another option. Let's see if this is right for you, because now they might not have to have surgery at all.
Call today for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Let's talk about home turf. Your lawn is a reflection of your pride, hard work, and even competitive spirit. If you want a yard that makes the neighbors stop and stare, you need the right plan. That's where Weedman Lawn Care comes in. Weedman's lawn care program is kid and pet friendly, uses golf course quality fertilizer, and has an effective weed treatment to dominate any issue. Get a free quote of Weedman's winning formula for your yard at weedman.com and get 50% off your first treatment. That's weedman.com. Weedman for the win.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Where's the Mark Tauscher music? What?
You having phone troubles again?
Did he bully you?
He's been avoiding us recently, I think.
Stand up to him. Have a backbone.
I don't know how.
All right, read the
He
text.
scares
Read the text. Read the text.
Yeah, let me find it. He just texted me 2:45 today. And then I said, how about 3:30? And then he said, let's go tomorrow. I'm more open.
Come on. You got like.
He's trying to control you.
Yeah, he owns you. You dictate him.
Well, that's not true at all, and you know that.
That's a strong assertion.
You have to stand on business for this show.
Okay.
You can't just let him be like, whenever I want.
Well, that's what
people are expecting him. People are expecting Mark Tauscher.
Last Monday. Nobody was expecting him.
No, I'm just saying.
Did he?
How are they going to if you just let him just go all over the place and make his own schedule?
Ben, you've done this long enough. This is all he's ever done.
Yeah, but you have to bully him into getting the same day. Otherwise, he wins.
He was a guest on Wildy and Tausch yesterday. You never know what to expect.
Oh, he didn't work yesterday?
No.
Oh, wow.
Well, I guess he kind of did because he was a guest on his own show.
I wouldn't call that working.
So help me here. He's supposed to be on our show Tuesdays at 2:30.
Well, yeah, supposed to be.
Okay, did he agree to that?
Allegedly.
Okay, and so today he asked for 2:45, and you told him 3:30, and he just said, "I'll see you tomorrow."
We were going to do 2:45, and then somebody in this room that's not you and not me said, "Oh, he's not doing 2:45."
Did you confirm 2:45 with him?
I initially said that's fine, and then I said 3:30.
Oh, that's a big detail.
Well, I just gave it a thumbs up.
Oh,
okay.
Now y'all got tension. Now,
but I never said anything, and then
no, you said something. A thumbs up. You gave him a that's good.
Well, yeah, because I told you guys Tausch is at 2:45 today. I had them booked.
That means we start Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust at like 3:10.
Yeah, you see,
you got to do what's best for the show.
Somebody threw a fit. Or counterpoint, you as the host of this program can cut the interview short.
No. Old T's good. He's good content.
So is Are You
Can't cut
Smarter
him
Than Ben
out.
Brust?
Can't cut him out. Got to make it work.
I think what we're missing here is that I just want you to know you're in a beef right now with Tausch.
I'm not in a beef with Tausch. Ben's in a beef with Tausch.
No. You're the one who texts. He doesn't know what Ben said. Yeah, this is all you. And the thing is that he said 2:45 and gave him a thumbs up. And then after that, you said 3:30.
He thinks you're difficult.
Yeah,
when actually he's difficult.
Yeah, I would have said, oh yeah, tomorrow.
I think Tausch would know. I'd love to have him at any point he's available.
Flipping and flopping.
Hit your old
no
sports
flipping and
desk
flopping.
update.
Yeah.
This is music to my ears. Jackson Churio.
All right now.
And Andrew Vaughn.
Okay.
Are both heading to Nashville to begin rehab assignments tomorrow. They are estimated to rejoin the Brewers on May 4th.
All right. They made a fourth be with you. That's next week.
Be with you.
That would be next Monday.
Yeah.
So 6 days away from potentially seeing Jackson Churio and Andrew Vaughn.
And you make it out of that over 500? That's impressive.
Yeah, just survive. Survive the next 6 days. That's all I ask.
You're missing two of the most productive bats that you have on your team from last season, and you get them back now in the month of May. Once they get going, it's going to be great.
Alex Strofe is apparently working the phone lines right now. He's left the show. I think the bosses just came in and said you can't talk to Tausch that way.
Oh no!
Yeah,
is Tausch is he calling in now?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what's going back there. But all I see is Strofe sweating profusely.
I was going to say,
look at him! Look at those dialing fingers.
What is happening? What is going on here? Is Tausch calling in? Are you trying to call Tausch? You're trying to figure it out, and we need to confirm Tausch for tomorrow.
Yeah, since Strofe can't do it, let's bring in the Packer Hall of Famer, Super Bowl champ, host of Willie and Tausch. Mark Tausch, you're on with Kyle and Brust.
Oh wow!
All right, here's the deal. So I text Strofe today, and I said, "Hey, can I go at 2:45?" And he said, no, you can't. But I couldn't make 2:30. We had a team meeting in Madison today for a while. We had a bunch of stuff, so I couldn't jump on, being a good teammate. And then I literally turn on the radio to KBN, and y'all are trashing me when I already said I'd call at 2 for 15 minutes different than what we usually do. So
Team
what
Tausch.
the hell's going on here?
It's not my fault, Tausch. I'm Team Tausch.
Tausch, you know
you were just bashing me.
I wasn't bashing you.
I told you.
Ben is bashing me for not having a backbone when it comes to you.
I've had 5 days off this year, and you've been off for 2 weeks on an engagement tour that you went on. Brust is gone half the time, and I call in every week to do this, and y'all are bashing me.
You owe him an apology.
I'm not apologizing to him. You can apologize to him.
No!
I wanted him at 2:45.
And I think that's a bad decision because I think, like, I'm doing it.
2:45 worked great for everybody.
But Tausch, here's the thing.
I'm not going to.
I believe that when you are on with us, it's some of the greatest work that we do because you're that great that I want you for a full allotment, not the shortest 2:45 that actually comes on at 2:50.
Hey, like y'all really are going to get, well, that's on you. And like you always get out at 3 anyways, you never go out. We're going to get
I'm
our
not
12
wildy. I run a tight clock.
Oh, now he's trying
You
to
don't
take
run a
his
tight clock
he's
at all.
trying to take
What
his
are you
show
talking
out.
about?
But maybe we should just all take a deep breath. Let's kumbaya. I think
you want to try booking them for tomorrow?
No, Tausch. This is what we gonna do because I agree. I think it was very rude and disrespectful of Alex Strofe after he thumbs up 2:45 to only come back and ask for a different time after he had agreed to the time. Now I think it's very rude for Ben Brust to sit here and try to take you out. Talking about, I heard him on his show, but he wasn't there yesterday. I heard that, and I appreciate you not saying anything negative about me because I am Team Tausch as well. Now, Tausch,
I'm not going to get after Kyle. We've had some good, respectful debates back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Brusty and I go back a long way. The Strophy part of this, because Strophy and I, listen, I have gotten into this back in on the Rocks days and everything else when I joined that crew. It was always bouncing, and then I started just messing with Benny and. Obviously now, some days Tuesdays are great. Usually Tuesdays 2:30. You guys never get to me at 2:30. It's usually 2:45. So I just thought this was like fun, playful banter.
I did too. I did too.
I felt besmirched.
No, look again. I love when you join with football whistles in the background at practice, and maybe at basketball practice for the kid or hockey practice. Like I'll welcome you anytime. It sounds like Strofe is very particular.
Tausch, I just want to point out that Ben is doing the old Scalzo, which is just pitting us against each other, when in reality, it's Ben who threw the fit about you at 245, but he's making it seem like our fault. You and I are fine, bro.
Like, I understand sometimes on the Yingling Icon hotline you have Frankie Kaminsky. I get it. Like, I understand. If Frank is on, I'm fine. You guys go do your Frank thing. I'll go on Wednesday. I'm very flexible with that. But this was literally, I was only asking for, in essence, 6 minutes difference because we had a team huddle in Madison. And to not accommodate and then to besmirch, not very becoming of a good teammate, Ben.
I apologize.
Ben.
I
Bad
apologize.
teammate.
I was up for unselfish teammate of the year last year. Looks like I'm off to a rough start.
Yeah.
Kyle's going to book you tomorrow, T.
Yeah, T, I really do.
Good luck, because I think this is probably, I mean.
No, Tausch, listen, Ben Brust is not
the appearance of the week this week, isn't it?
Tausch, I think this counts as your appearance this week, actually, as the producer of the show.
I'm counting this. Yes.
Look what you did.
I'm going to count this.
See,
and then we're going to reset for next week, and we're going to be flexible because I just learned one of the things. I'm sure you guys have done this meeting too. Flexibility or structure. I always go. I got up from my chair and walked over to the flexible side of the room. I feel like you guys might need to do that.
You know what, Tausch? Don't say you guys, just Ben Brust. Ben Brust threw this big-ass fit about 240. I was fine with 245, but he said, no.
Is Ben really structured? Like, is Ben really, is he so regimented?
He's the baby. He's the baby of 4. He gets what he wants, wah, wah, wah. And so now, all of a sudden, now he's ruined our relationship with Tausch, the Packers Hall of Fame, the Super Bowl champ. Tausch, I would appreciate you to join us tomorrow. What time works for you? Between 2:30 and 3:30, what time?
I appreciate you asking. I will only correspond. Ben is going to have to be flexible with me. That's the only way we can do it.
I'm going to tell you, you know what? I'll sit out of the interview. It's just Kyle and Tausch.
You and Strofe are both very flexible. You guys will work. Ben, Mr. Tough Guy, Mr. Rigid. So I'll be waiting Ben's text, and we'll find a time. And if we don't for tomorrow. That makes good sense.
Ben Brust will text you by the end of this show. You need to text him by the end of the show.
I agree.
If he does not text you by the end of the show.
I actually think we should take this a step further.
Ben has to book me every week.
Yes, that's the step I think we need to take. He just said it's the best content we do on the show. So
that is what you just said. That is.
I think that's a brilliant idea, Tausch.
Sorry that I wanted T for more than 8 minutes today, and I became the bad guy.
OT,
we all lose today. That's what happened. We all lose.
3 o'clock. Hey, up! It's 3 o'clock. Got to keep that clock.
Are you smarter than Ben Brust time? Got to go, Tausch. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
This is what happens when you whine.
Ben Brust. He had all this to say before. Grow a backbone.
Yeah,
and then OT comes and he starts doing this. OT, we just appreciate your
Before
time.
the show, you were talking all tough, like I should talk tough to Tausch. When he comes on,
again,
if they only heard, they was trying to set you off. He would crush you. He would break you in half. I said, I don't know, Strofe. I don't think you should do that. I said it, Strofe.
You talked some sense into me.
I
almost sent the text Ben told me to send.
Had to hit that delete.
Ben told me to send. It's fine. I can be the bad guy. I can. You guys can't. Again, you're more worried about being liked by everybody.
Not hated by everybody. That's what not hated.
I would prefer to be liked by Tausch. I am willing to go on the record and admit that. I would prefer to be liked by Tausch than hated by Tausch.
I like feisty T. It's one of my favorite T's. It's maybe why we did this. I don't know. Weed Man Wednesday's coming up tomorrow, right?
The Weed Man coming too.
To your house?
Sure did. Got the text message.
I keep coming to your house quicker than mine. I'm going to have to talk with them. The Weed Man coming?
The Weed Man coming.
Do you want that golf course quality fertilizer in your lawn with effective weed control? Well, you have it with Weed Man. Weedman.com to get 50% off your first treatment. That's half off. Weedman.com. Weed Man for the win. It's kid and pet friendly, which is amazing because I have kid and pets. Got to make sure I get that right. Kid and pets. Kid and pet friendly, so it's great for everything around weed. And also, if you want to grow the grass, I did the extra treatments this year because the dogs are peeing all over, ruining the grass. I was like, I need a little oomph. I need to look greener, and they're working on that right now. I already seen the results with all that rain too. Again, Weedman.com. Weedman for the win. Let's get caller number 65 for Mark Tauscher's number when he played for the Packers. Put Strofe to work. I love that. I'm just kidding. We'll do 6 plus 5 is 11. All right, how about that?
I was going to say, if you don't want to play until about 3:15,
Jeez,
65.
now I am the fraud. We're way late. Caller 11, 800-990-3776.
309, he was spot on.
5, 6, and 1 or 5, 6, and 5 is the record this year in Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? If you want to continue to drive me backwards, you can do so at 800-990-3776. Caller 11, 800-990-3776. Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? In 2 minutes.
Now there's a way to make it count towards your degree. At Lakeland University, your work and life experience can earn you college credit, helping you finish faster, saving time and money. With flexible evening and online classes, plus multiple start dates, Lakeland fits your life. Study 100% online at one of our 6 locations across Wisconsin or on our residential campus in Sheboygan County. Customize your degree to fit your life, your goals, your future, without missing the moments that matter, at work or at home. Your experience matters here. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
A huge month of Brewers baseball kicks off with a battle against the Yankees Friday, May 8th through Sunday, May 10th. Catch the crew for half off with Wisconsin's first Friday game tickets on Friday the 8th. Plus, Mother's Day Sunday is the perfect game to bring the whole family with new kids experiences every Sunday. Plus, the first 10,000 fans over the age of 21 get a Brewers picnic blanket at the Mother's Day game, courtesy of American Family Insurance. Score your tickets at Brewers.com.
When you're getting married, the rings matter. There's something you wear for a lifetime. That's why my fiance and I went to Paul's Jewelers. Paul's Jewelers specializes in custom jewelry for life's biggest moments. Lab-grown or natural diamonds, great pricing, and a lifetime warranty, so your jewelry can be refurbished, repaired, or refitted anytime down the road. Their team made the entire process easy and stress-free. I can't wait to show off my wedding band after our big day. Create your masterpiece today by visiting Paul's Jewelers in West Allis.
At Associated Bank, we know it's not always fun thinking about saving. You know what is fun? Not thinking about it. That's why we call it automated savings. You save automatically. How much you want, how often you want, for whatever you want. And if you don't know how much to save, well, that's why we're here. We'll suggest an amount so you hit your target without ever thinking about it. See, saving can be fun, especially when it's automatic. At Associated Bank, we get you. That's why we've got you. Learn more at associatedbank.com/YouGotThis. Member FDIC.
We are the home of green and gold off-season coverage. 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle and Brust on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. With Kyle Wallace, here's Ben Brust.
It is Kyle and Brust here on ESPN Wisconsin. I'm Kyle Wallace. Ben Brust is hiding somewhere, and that is Alex Strofe. And it is time for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Aaron and Sheboygan is going to be playing here on Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Now, Strofe, I'm a little under the weather today, and I'm going to make you read today.
Oh.
Because let me tell you, my voice is precious, and I need to save it.
I understand.
It's only Tuesday,
That's
and I need
fine.
to make sure. And you know, sometimes I don't like taking the heat from folks saying I'll be slipping up reading some words.
Sure, I'm happy to read, but I do have a couple questions for you then.
I haven't reviewed the questions either, so.
I know you never do, so that's fine. I'm happy to do it. I wrote the questions. That's fine. I do need you to help me keep track of correct answers, then.
Oh, yes, I can do that.
Okay, great. All right, you mentioned it. It's
Making
Aaron
me
and Sheboygan.
work,
Let's roll the open. We'll get to Aaron and Sheboygan, and we'll let you save your voice here on Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust, presented by Lakeland University and Geist Garage Doors.
For those of you who say Ben Brust is an idiot, here's your chance to be proven right. It's time to play Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Presented by Lakeland University. Don't put your life on hold to earn your degree. Build a schedule that fits your needs at lakeland.edu. Also sponsored by Geist Garage Doors, your local trusted garage door company for over 70 years. Don't think twice. Call Geist.
All right, Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust time? Ben's record on the year, 5 wins, 6 losses, 5 ties. Looking to keep him below 500. A first-time contestant joining us, Aaron in Sheboygan. A-Ron, not A-Aaron.
Ooh,
like the Key and Peele
A-Ron.
skit. Yes, A-Ron joining us from Sheboygan. Aaron, how are we feeling as you get ready for your first time to compete in Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
Feeling pretty good. Thanks to Mark Tauscher, I was actually able to call in. Normally I'm grabbing my daughter from school right at the time the call-ins happened.
Beautiful. So actually us running late was a win for you.
Definitely was.
Amazing. I like that somebody's happy about that.
I love
the case against Ben Brust in this beef against Mark Tauscher continues to pile up. Thank you to A-Ron from Sheboygan.
He sounds smart. He sounds locked in.
Oh, yeah, he's going to crush it today. All right, Aaron, here's how we play. You're going to have 90 seconds to answer as many of the 15 questions I have in front of me as you can. If you don't know the answer, say skip or pass. We will come back to it if time allows. If you tie or beat, which we're hoping it's the latter, Ben Brust, you will win an ESPN Wisconsin prize pack. Any questions, Aaron, or are you ready to go?
I'm all ready.
All right, here we go. Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust with Aaron and Sheboygan in 3, 2, 1. Aaron, what is the only U.S. state whose name ends in 3 consecutive vowels?
Pass.
Who was the second overall pick to the New York Jets in the 2026 NFL Draft? First and last name.
Pass.
First and last name of the manager fired by the Boston Red Sox this past weekend.
Alex Cora.
What is the largest country in the world that does not border an ocean?
Uruguay.
What is the term for a triangle with all sides of different lengths?
Isosceles.
What is the largest island in the Mediterranean Sea?
Pass.
This team won the most games in the NHL regular season.
Tampa Bay Lightning.
What is the name of the force that opposes motion between 2 surfaces?
Friction.
What is the term for a 6-sided polygon?
Hexagon.
What is the term for the center of an atom?
Nucleus.
What is the only vowel not used as the first letter of a U.S. state?
Q.
What is the term for the amount of matter in an object? Counts if you get it.
Mass. Mass.
All right, he picked it up.
He picked it up.
The first one, they were difficult, especially if you're not paying attention to what's going on. But
That's a 5 spot.
Yeah,
That's what I got. You get 5?
Yeah, I got 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's not bad. Not bad for Aaron.
I just wish he would have got to 15. The problem is Ben's going to get through all of them. You read a little slower than I expected. So make sure you keep that same pace.
Yes, sir. Let me go grab Ben.
All right. Oh, that's right. You got to grab Ben, so that means I have to sit here and pass time for everybody here in KB. So we'll see exactly how Ben does with this. You feel confident?
Yeah, I feel good.
Oh, wait a minute. He's going to cheat.
Uh-oh. He's already yelling.
He's trying. I'm see you're looking. Eyes up. Eyes up.
I closed everything.
Eyes up. How you feeling?
I see the text line open. Everything's not closed.
No, I turned it. I can't see this, you idiot.
Well, now you can't.
I
taking a peek when you walked in.
He could have.
All right,
He has it down to a science. When he walks
Benjamin,
in,
you are 5, 6, and 5.
Why are you talking?
Oh, my voice is under the weather.
Oh my God!
Any excuse to not do
That's
more work.
pathetic.
Do you want your teammate for the rest of the week or no?
That is pathetic.
Here's the other thing, Ben. And
Go get some tea, dude.
We can be honest with one another.
You're better at reading the questions.
Yeah.
Well, get ready. He's a little different. He thinks this is a game show.
I know. He's Jesse Nelson 2.0.
He really is. Just wait on it. Just get ready. He has to read it at the exact
All right,
same
Ben.
pace. So
You're
get
taking
ready.
on A.R. Ron. A-Ron.
His name is
Sheboygan.
Aaron.
He actually spells it Arron.
That's correct. Yes, I was very amused by that.
What's wrong with?
And then he said, "Hey, it's like Aaron Mosby on the Packers. Also spells it with 2 R's."
He seemed a little tough, so I wouldn't talk crazy to him.
Sounds good. Thanks for the advice. I won't do that.
The mean streets of Sheboygan. All right, Betty. 15 questions, 90 seconds. You ready to go?
Yep.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. What is the only U.S. state whose name ends in 3 consecutive vowels?
Hawaii.
Who was the second overall pick to the New York Jets in the 2026 NFL Draft? First and last name.
Oh, man. The edge rusher. I was in New Orleans. Pass.
First and last name of the manager fired by the Boston Red Sox this weekend.
Oh, man. My brain is fried. I know the last name. Pass.
What is the largest country in the world that does not border an
Alex
ocean?
Cora? Keep going.
What is the largest country in the world that does not border an ocean?
Largest country in the world does not border an ocean. Pass!
What is the term for a triangle with all sides of different lengths?
Oh my God, I'm sweating. Pass.
What is the largest island in the Mediterranean Sea?
The Mediterranean?
The Mediterranean.
That would be the Mediterranean.
I get it. I don't know. Pass.
This team won the most games in the NHL regular season.
The Detroit Red Wings.
What is the name of the force that opposes motion between 2 surfaces?
What? Pass.
What is the term for a 6-sided polygon?
That's a hexagon.
What is the term for the center of an atom? Counts if you get it.
I don't give a damn.
That is a 3-spot and you lose to A. Ron.
You didn't even make it through 10 questions. And you passed half of them.
He took forever.
He said, I was in New Orleans. Telling stories. You in the middle of a quiz.
Telling stories.
He was doing, did he not? I found out I was in New Orleans. I'm not feeling great. I can't think. Okay, bro, pass.
Bro, I started
yelled at
panicking.
one point, I'm sweating.
Yeah, like, you were all over the place. You only got through 10.
All right, congratulations to Aaron and Sheboygan. You are officially smarter than Ben Brust. Tell all your friends. Tell everybody in the mean streets of Sheboygan. Ben's record in 2026 now 5, 7, and 5. Quickly, the answer is the only U.S. state whose name ends in 3 consecutive vowels. Hot start for Ben. It is Hawaii. A-I-I. The second overall pick to the New York Jets this past week in the 2026 NFL Draft was David Bailey. That was hard. I was going to go first. Everybody knows Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, I looked at the draft board in New Orleans. Just the recall wasn't coming to me right
This
now.
one I knew he was cooked when he couldn't
The
remember.
recall took about 35 seconds, but he got it. Alex Cora was fired by the Boston Red Sox.
Right? Like, this is what I follow daily. Like,
you clearly have not caught on to the theme I've been doing the last couple of weeks, which is asking you questions about your favorite country you've never been to. The largest country in the world that doesn't border an ocean? Kazakhstan.
Go ahead and sing it.
Kazakhstan is the greatest country in the world.
The term for a triangle with all sides of different lengths is scalene. Neither of you got that one. Largest island in the Mediterranean Sea is Sicily.
The Mediterranean Sea?
That was when I knew he lost. When he said, the Mediterranean Sea.
That's when you knew?
It was at that moment, yeah.
When I couldn't get Alex Cora, you should have known.
And I thought maybe your brain flipped the switch.
What do you mean flip the switch? It took me 15 years.
You're a competitor. I don't know. The team that won the most games in the NHL regular season, Colorado, the Avalanche. This
Cale
one was
McCarr and Nathan McKinnon. They got some guys on that squad.
They got some guys.
Well, this one is tough.
I think you're going to kick yourself on this one. The name of the force that opposes motion between 2 surfaces, that's friction, Ben. Friction.
Bro, what?
We love friction.
Yeah, sure. Yes, we do, Kyle.
What? We do, don't we?
Friction is good.
It is good.
Term for a 6-sided polygon hexagon. The term for the center of an atom is a nucleus.
Uh-huh.
You know that one.
You skipped hexagon, didn't you?
No, I got that.
And that's all you got.
I'm good
through.
with shapes.
That's all you got through.
Do you want to do a bonus?
Well, I'll ask you the next two because Ron did get through both of these. The only vowel not used as the first letter of a U.S. state.
E.
Yeah,
right.
good
Yeah,
job.
that's
You would have
right.
got that.
I don't think Aaron understood the question. He said Q, which
He
is
said
accurate.
he said U.
Oh, I thought he said Q. Utah. What is the term for the amount of matter in an object?
Mass?
That's
Oh,
right.
wow.
Yeah, you got the last two. You would have tied it. You got in there.
Come on.
Yeah, but
you
you was
tied.
out
Bro,
there-
wake up,
Yeah,
man.
wake up.
What the hell's wrong with you, Ben?
Story time with Ben Brust.
Yeah,
Like, all right,
yeah.
that's what you want to do.
I was in New Orleans.
I'm sweating. The Mediterranean Sea.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you wasted too much time today.
You did.
That's not what I do. My strength is getting through the questions.
And I will save the extra 3 for next week.
He reads slow, doesn't he?
I don't know today. I'm in no position to judge.
I actually think I read a fine pace. I think Aaron's phone was a little delayed, and Ben's brain was certainly delayed.
That's true.
Today, I felt like Alex Strofe trying to play sports, doing Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
That's unnecessary.
No, but it's like the watching your neurons fire when you run.
He says that's relatable.
It is. People have seen you run, and it doesn't. Your brain doesn't work. It doesn't work with your synapses that are supposed to say like, "Hey, leg go." You're like, other leg goes. Like, that was me today trying to find the answers. Brought to you by Lakeland University's Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust, Wisconsin's leader in personal, flexible education. Whether you're just starting college, finishing a degree, or balancing work and family, Lakeland lets you earn your degree your way. Lakeland University, experience it your way. And by Geist Garage Doors. For over 70 years, Geist Garage Doors has been the local trusted name for garage door sales, service, and repair. Visit geistdoors.com. Don't think twice. Call Geist. I can read. That's good.
Synapses?
Bro,
firing?
Synapses?
I'm trying to figure out where you go. I'm interested. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to be as smart as Ben Brust. What do you mean synapses?
Synapses.
How do you spell that?
Synapses is the precise pairing of. I can't read these.
Well, you can't.
Well, here's the thing
you
I've
said
learned about Ben.
Synapses with the muscles firing.
Sometimes he just learns things from other people saying it.
No,
and he tries to apply it.
That's the wrong one here. This is where I thought I heard a word that might work, and it just didn't. Sometimes I just try words to see if it fits in the sentence and it works out. This one just didn't work.
I see why he said he couldn't read it, because there's words that are
homologous and.
I'm thinking, like, is this something inappropriate? And then
I just can't read the scientific words. Bro, next.
You're dealing with Kyle and Brust.
Emperor Penguin. You'd be like, yes.
It looks like every other penguin.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Southbound on 41, going to be a tough ride right now. We've got delays coming in from about Highway 145 all the way down to Capitol Drive. Northbound's backed up from Mayfair Road all the way up past Burleigh to Hampton. Southbound 43 also filling in from Keefe all the way down into the Marquette. And westbound 94, we've got delays from 27th Street all the way to Hawley Road. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight, mostly cloudy skies, a low of 43. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, a slight chance for a shower, a high of 54. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Stay up to date on the green and gold all off season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
That dog does not want to be petted.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Don't think twice. Call Geist.
Don't let a busted garage door get you down. Call my friends at Geist today. For 70 years, Geist has been the trusted garage door authority in Wisconsin. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget and will even build custom designs to get your exact needs. For swift and reliable garage repair solutions, go to geistdoors.com. That's GEIS doors.com. You can also visit their amazing showroom in Brookfield, featuring hundreds of doors and openers and their custom design room.
Don't think twice. Call Geist.
No matter what business you're in, as the #1 SBA lender in Wisconsin, Summit Credit Union helps your vision take shape with loan programs, great rates, and strategic solutions.
Awarded the #1 SBA lender by the Small Business Administration of Wisconsin in 2025.
Look, it's Jake from our store in Kenosha.
Hi, Monica. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Rick. Your email said you had a big surprise. Look and tell me what you see.
Wow, I see 9 perfect examples of the classic diamond solitaire engagement ring.
They're gorgeous.
These rings are exactly what people imagine when they hear the words engagement ring.
Monica, do you think it will always be like that?
Evermore.
That long?
And each of these is 3/4 of a carat.
$998.
Unbelievable. So how much do we sell them for?
That is how much we sell them for. Can we do that?
We're the largest employee-owned jewelry company in America, Rick. We can do anything we want.
But for how long?
Evermore.
People can choose any of the 9 most popular style solitaires, 3/4 of a carat, and each of them was created in the heart of a miniature star.
5 different diamond shapes, 2 colors of gold. Evermore, just $998.
Or $14.98 with a 1-carat diamond center with diamonds on the side.
Learn more at KesslersDiamonds.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers.
Let the good times roll. Kyle and Brust are back on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
$2,600 slot machines. And I keep seeing Wheel of Fortune pop up on Potawatomi Casino Hotel's socials. If you're chasing those big jackpots and nonstop excitement, you know where to go. Fast payouts, you're back in the action. If you're not sure where your favorite game's located, you can ask an attendant. You can play denoms the way you want, 1 cent all the way up to $100. $100. Damn! Good luck. Be a big win. Whether you enjoy classic reels or the latest interactive games, there's always something new, and you have a great sports book, you got table games, you got bingo, you got it all. Potawatomi Casino Hotel. $100 denom? You got to be rolling in dough, baby. Stop saying denom. Denomination, denom? You must not play slots, Stro.
Oh, I do. But
I put 2 and 2 together, but
I don't know if that's as common of a term.
No, it's not.
A slang term as you think.
1 cent denomination is
denomination.
1 cent denom.
I don't think denom.
Well, since we're doing this, since we're giving feedback on air, talk to me like I'm dumb, like I've never played the slots.
Not everybody is into the gambling lingo as one Ben Brust.
Yeah, like I remember I didn't know what the plus or minus
was. Told a story about how at his bachelor party he won like $1,400 and then blew it all the same night.
Did you say that on air?
Up.
Yeah, he said that on air.
Did I?
Multiple times.
I don't
You've
know.
told that story.
I don't know about multiple
There's some stuff that happened at his bachelor party that I remember when I found out off air. I was like, "What? That happened?"
Well, here's the
months after.
Here's where I'll give Ben credit. He wouldn't tell me something off air that he wouldn't want me to bring on air. He's very smart about that.
That is correct.
He knows my brain is too dumb and my mouth is too big.
Yeah,
that is correct. I'm very selective on what comes out of my mouth to Alex Strofe.
If you want to spread some rumors, tell Alex Strofe. He will definitely.
How does it feel to be known as that guy? The guy that no one can trust to not keep their mouth shut?
I don't think that's what I'm known as.
Kyle and I
was just going to say, to the guys I do work with on the air, I probably should be that guy. Because I have a hard time drawing the line at what's reality.
He just gets so damn excited,
yes,
Kyle.
Yep.
He's like, oh my God, I got to tell something.
He really does. So I will give you this. You have been better of late, but you still are problematic.
Rich Pecker and Spread Eagle. If you play slots, you know what Ben means when he says denom. But Rich Pecker and Spread Eagle, right down Highway 69, to Kyle and Strofe point, if I'm trying to encourage people at Potawatomi to maybe play a slot, I should say denomination.
That's the point. Yep.
So, do you really want the explanation? Because I can dumb it down.
Or just tell me to play slots, and I'll figure it out when I get there.
But you won't.
I'm not going to go there and say, all right.
Kyle, you got to play Wheel of Fortune. It's so fun.
So they got
it's so fun.
Well, I will say this. I saw the billboard for this, I believe, and I said, "Ooh, I want to do that." I do.
Prime up the machine for me. Just let me know when you're going. I'll play right after you.
All right. Oh, what do you mean by prime up the machine?
Give it all your money and I'll be waiting to pay me out.
Yeah, I don't like the way that sounds.
I also don't like the way that sounds. You sound like a bully.
Yeah, I need the money.
I mean,
he's getting married.
I got a wedding to pay for. Like, for real. The yeses are outweighing the no's.
Yeah, real quick. The last time we talked, 287 was invited. How many no's have you gotten?
Well, we got 3 no's in the last 24 hours, which is the first time that we've gotten back-to-back no's. So maybe the no's are starting to come in. Somebody decided not to bring their wife. I enjoy their wife. I wish they could come, but I am not mad that they are not. I saw that their wife wasn't coming. I said, thank goodness, one less mouth to feed. Matter of fact, my little cousin.
So it's not. This whole wedding has become about money and not about a celebration of love.
Well, here's the problem.
That's sad. You're rooting for people not to come because of money, which I do understand to a certain degree, but you've taken it to a level of this is now like, oh, yes, thank God the wife isn't coming.
Bro,
she's not that great.
But hold on, you can't act that surprised because at the end of the day, it is Kyle who is the most like money conscious and loud about the consciousness of anybody I've ever met.
But I don't think
I'm just looking for a percentage of 287. What are we thinking? Like 250?
We won at 220.
I know, but what are you looking like?
Well, I'm not a math guy. Strofe, you're a math guy.
He's not a math guy.
Have 100.
He is not a math guy.
Tell me the ratio. We have 100, and we just got 3 no's within the last 24 hours. No yeses. We have 114 responded. We have 106 yeses and 8 declines.
Damn!
You're
hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and remember, it was a 106-5 yesterday.
That's like a 93% clip.
So now do you understand why when I found out
that actually might be more?
Yeah, it was the last time I did the math, we were hitting at like 94%, 95%.
Oh my. And this is with 3 recent?
This is when 3 recent no's.
Yeah, you're at a 93% clip.
So do you understand the concern? So I do
now.
I got people
because I would be lying if I said to you that. Now you said the whole wife thing has come. I will say when we got some no's, we had we created a whole high five and song and dance.
Well, so this is how bad it's gotten. Is that I got some folks who cousins and god brother and all this, and some stuff bounced back. And I let the bounce back sit on the counter for a little bit because I was like, well, they should have given me the right address. And then, so what I did was...
No, that's crazy.
And so then what I did was I took the picture of the invite because I'm giving them a chance. I took the picture of the invite and I sent them a message saying, hey, this came. What do you want to do? Now, if I was really feeling good, I would have said, hey, this came back. Here's the website. But no. I said, hey.
That's crazy.
I said, hey.
You're not even giving the people a chance.
No, I am giving them a chance. I took a picture of the invite and said, hey, here's your invite. What do you want to do? If you don't respond to me, I am not following up. I got 2 people who have not responded, and I am not following up with them. It just knows. I got 2 rules. If you don't RSVP, you're eating chicken or you're eating vegetarian risotto. That's it. Ain't no beef for you. You getting the chicken. If I know you coming, like I know y'all coming. If you don't RSVP, that's okay. If you need to be RSVP, fine. I'll check the box, but guarantee you having chicken or risotto.
How am I RSVPing? Is it via a website?
By the way, now we all have to get beef.
No.
You and your fiance.
No.
And
listen,
my wife and I, we're getting beef.
I'm getting the beef.
Hear me out.
How much more is the beef than the chicken?
It's $15. But the chicken.
Oh hell yeah! That's a huge gap.
If all 4 of us go beef, that's $60.
I'm telling you this.
We're all going beef.
I'm telling you this right now. The chicken Florentine is.
Oh, look at him try and sell the Florentine.
I'm even getting it. No, I'm gonna keep it real. The beef was good. It was really good. But when I left, all I could think about
I have an expensive taste.
Okay, fine. Get the beef. Get the short rib. That's fine. Get the short rib. But don't force your wife to get the beef when I know she wants the chicken.
Why do you know that?
Because I know that.
Yeah, how do you know that?
Because I know how this works. Somebody gets the beef. Somebody gets the chicken.
Ray's short rib is her favorite meal.
We may end up sharing. That is what we do typically.
Yeah, the chicken Florentine. I'm telling you, the beef short
rib. One beef, one chicken.
Yeah,
and
then we'll split it in half.
Yep.
The Florentine and the chicken Florentine has two chicken breasts. So you just give her one of the breasts.
No.
Yeah.
When he's talking, it's probably like a butterfly, like a centimeter thin.
I think it should be noted. I'm usually a beef guy no matter what. She's usually a chicken gal. However, she will put short rib above any food on the planet.
Ooh.
She loves anytime we go out to eat short ribs.
2 beefs
I think we're
it
getting
is.
2 short ribs.
2 beefs.
Okay.
4 beefs.
Hey.
I'm gonna text
Kyle's
her right now.
family. If you have an RSVP and you're listening, beef for everybody.
Yeah. If y'all want to, but here, Alexander Strofe, I got you. Look at this.
Oh, that's the chicken? That looks pretty solid.
The chicken Florentine was on. It was fire. It was. I'm telling y'all, I love beef short rib, and the beef short rib was delicious. But when I had that chicken Florentine, I said, "Ooh, Marta." I'm saying, Marta, this is
Marta.
This food is good. It is good. Listen. Y'all know I'm cheap, but I told her, I said, the risotto. I said, listen. I said, I'm going to need some of that. I said, Marta, I'm going to need some of that chicken Florentine. I'm going to need some of that risotto. I'm going to need 2 plates.
Are you going to have beef, chicken Florentine, and risotto?
No, baby girl going to have the beef. I'm having the chicken, but I'm getting my risotto, too.
It's your day.
Duh.
It's your day with 250 people out of 287 invited.
Anytime I get chicken, like I had my cousins from the South, of course, they both got beef. But shout out to them. They listen to the show. Shout out to them. You know them Southern folks, they like their beef. But then I had some folks get 2 chickens. I'm like, there we go. Eat healthy.
Wait. So you're telling me you're like not only you actively tracking yeses and nos, you're tracking meal choices?
Bro, the risotto, the chicken, we are surprised how many risottos. The chicken is catching up. Look, the chicken is catching up to the beef. Look.
I believe you.
Look, I see it. You see it?
Yes, there's a chart. It shows you electronically what people click.
We're getting closer. It's 56 beefs to 59 beefs. It's a $15 difference. Hell yeah, I'm tracking it. I'm tracking all that. I was trying to ask the lady. I said, listen, we got some non-drinkers in here. Do we get charged for them too? They said, yes, you do get charged for them. I'll be real with you. You know what? Baby girl likes coffee. I don't. And so me and baby girl had a little tiff. We had a small little tiff. Is that,
over coffee?
Well.
Isn't it free? It's coffee.
It's not. Coffee was $3 per person. I said, baby. I said, we don't drink. I said, we ain't paying $600 for coffee. We're not doing that for only 5 people to 15 people to drink coffee. I said, no. She said, fine. I said, they ain't getting coffee. If they tired, they better wake their ass up with some liquor.
That's what I'll do.
That's what Strofe will do.
Who go to wedding and say, can I get a coffee, please?
I'm not gonna lie, I love getting coffee at weddings.
I feel like people actually often do that towards the latter half of the
late
night.
9:30, 10 o'clock.
Just a little quick pick me up.
Yeah.
You've been warned. I better get y'all a little pick me up somewhere else.
Oh, Kyle, don't get it twisted. I'm not going to be getting the coffee.
Yeah,
he'll be fine.
Not from them. I'm gonna tell her straight up. Tell them y'all be all right. There's a couple little tips that we had too.
Any others?
About some water type things. About we have a private room, and there was soda on the list, and I'm like, baby, they don't need soda. They just drinking what we give them.
Jeez, sounds like it's not a tiff. It's just the Kyle ruling all.
No, she's won a lot of battles. Let me tell you, a lot of battles. Don't get me started on the gift registry. That was something else.
I warned you about that.
Ooh.
I kind of want to get them started because we just started building ours.
Damn, y'all early.
My fiance is very
getting married next year.
Yeah, we got over a year.
Good on y'all. She's really excited.
Ain't nobody listening.
Somehow she still loves you. Still fascinating to me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I love using Bank CMG, local branches in Milwaukee and Madison, and it's great because you're working with a local bank that has amazing, things you can use that you just don't get at a local bank. And when you're working from a business banking standpoint, you're not getting bounced around to different people. You're working directly with the decision makers and people that will help you scale your business. I personally banked with Bank CMG on a private checking, savings account. And then I learned about the home loan that they have, which is a unique product. It's the all-in-one loan for Bank CMG. And I have already paid down in 2 months the principal more than I paid down in 2 years in a traditional 30-year. So paying the principal down quicker will help me save more money on interest, and it will get less and less interest as I continue to pay down the principal. It's an amazing product. You just got to go learn more. So stop in a local branch, go to bankcmg.com. That's bankcmg.com, and see how they can help you. Aaron Rodgers got an unrestricted free agent tender from the Steelers. Tim texts in, what does that even mean? It means that for the first time since the Jets and the Packers, he is now annoying another franchise. That's next.
You're along for the ride with Kyle and Brust.
Payback is I sure have. I still got a video from a lady talking crazy to me. I said, oh, ma'am, I am writing a review.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Well, we got some delays along southbound 43. They start around Capitol Drive down through the Marquette. Another quick little slow down from Lincoln down towards the KK River crossing. Westbound 94, 27th Street all the way to Hawley Road is going to be the heavy spot. On the eastbound side is delayed just past Hawley Road to about 35th. Northbound 41, a heavy ride there from just before Mayfair Road all the way up to Hampton. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, mostly cloudy skies, a low of 43. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, a slight chance for a shower, a high of 54. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazagon, 94.5 ESPN.
A huge month of Brewers baseball kicks off with a battle against the Yankees Friday, May 8th through Sunday, May 10th. Catch the crew for half off with Wisconsin First Friday game tickets on Friday the 8th. Plus, Mother's Day Sunday is the perfect game to bring the whole family with new kids experiences every Sunday. Plus, the first 10,000 fans over the age of 21 get a Brewers picnic blanket at the Mother's Day game, courtesy of American Family Insurance. Score your tickets at Brewers.com.
You've already put in the work. Now there's a way to make it count towards your degree. At Lakeland University, your work and life experience can earn you college credit, helping you finish faster, saving time and money. With flexible evening and online classes, plus multiple start dates, Lakeland fits your life. Study 100% online at one of our 6 locations across Wisconsin or on our residential campus in Sheboygan County. Customize your degree to fit your life, your goals, your future, without missing the moments that matter, at work or at home. Your experience matters here. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Summertime is when you'll find the largest selection of homes on the market.
But it's the bottom of the ninth, as it's also the time when homes move the quickest.
This is Tony Wendorf with Tony Wendorf & Associates, powered by Keller Williams.
And I'm Andrea Woshinski. With more buyers competing, preparation, speed, and expert local guidance can make all the difference.
Start your home journey today with our white glove service at wendorfteam.kw.com.
Tony Wendorf & Associates.
A real estate team driven by faith, gratitude, and results.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Brust talking about our great friends at Road America, America's national park of speed. Turn your day into an experience at Road America. Conveniently located in between Madison, Milwaukee, and Green Bay, this legendary track offers more than just racing. Walk the grounds, explore every corner, and watch the action from wherever you want. Kids 16 and under get you in free with a paying adult at the gate and camp on site all weekend long. IndyCar is must-see and is coming up on June 18th through the 21st. Great food, great views, and non-stop action. Road America, where racing meets outdoors. Check out roadamerica.com to get tickets.
This is Coach Greg Gard. Strong teams succeed with the right partners. Bank CMG works closely with Wisconsin business owners, offering local insight, modern tools, and honest guidance you can trust. They take the time to understand your goals and help you build something sustainable. Whether you're managing cash flow, planning for growth, or navigating change, having the right banking partner matters. When your business matters, your bank should too. BankCMG.com.
Your local bar could be your ticket to a global stage. Michelob Ultra's Soccer Shootout is giving fans the chance to win tickets to the FIFA World Cup 26 at Zocalo on Wednesday, May 6th, starting at 6:30 p.m. Also enjoy Michelob Ultra at Stenny's North Shore, Spanky's, and Elbow Room Cedarburg. Your neighborhood, your shot at the world's biggest game. Play for the chance to witness history. Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 26. Enjoy responsibly. 2026 Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. No purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents 21+. Void where prohibited.
Let the good times roll. Kyle and Brust are back on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Alex Stroh on the show. You can get in on the Carbless Talk and Text line 800-990-3776. List is more. This is just... Look, I would say that as I read this, it's a reminder of the great times and a reminder that we're in better times.
Okay, I am very interested to hear exactly where you're going with this.
Well, this was the unrestricted free agent tender the Steelers put on Aaron Rodgers, which is limiting his ability to sign with another team once training camp begins. The Steelers will have exclusive negotiating rights for Rodgers if he does not sign with another team by July 22nd or the first day of Pittsburgh's training camp.
Oh.
So it means that he can accept a 10% raise off last year's salary, but ultimately he has to make a decision.
Yeah.
And it just reminded me the fact that, like, the whole darkness and ayahuasca and panchakarma, like, the first hour of our show was about literally just Brian Gutekunst in the offseason and did this team did this GM put together a team that people feel confident can win a Super Bowl. With a 9-3-1 record before Micah Parsons went down, with an offseason in which free agency and the trades that were made and the draft is over, like, that's our conversation.
Yeah, I'm just, for me, I'm so happy he's screwing over another team now. And I appreciate Aaron Rodgers, and he is one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever put on the Green Bay Packer jersey and one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever step on an NFL field. But boy, is that guy selfish. The Steelers simply asked him to have, back in March, they asked him to have a decision before the NFL draft. That makes sense, right? We have a quarterback who's aging. We don't know he's going to come back or not. For us to be able to plan for the future, whether or not we want a backup or whether or not we're going to get a guy that could potentially be our starter, we just want to know what's going to happen. That's the respectful thing to do. Aaron Rodgers had the entire season last year to ponder what he wanted to do. He had multiple months to ponder what he wants to do. But, of course, here he is again, holding a team hostage. Me. Instead of the Steelers having an opportunity to plan for next year and invest in their future or invest in now, they got to worry about who their quarterback is going to be. It's selfish.
Save your breath. It ain't your problem.
No, I get it. It's not my problem. It's just so annoying. And I feel so bad for Mike McCarthy because Mike McCarthy took the time to speak with Aaron Rodgers. I'm sure he walked away saying, okay, I think we got somewhere with that.
But you know what's going to happen, right?
Yeah, he's going
to play.
Well, if
he's going to play.
Well, I don't know. I really don't know. He'll be 42 this year? Like, I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to play or not.
Let's go to the Carbless Talking text line, 800-990-3776. Diana in Maguanago, Dirty D.
Hey, this is for Kyle.
Hey,
Kyle,
okay.
Did you take too much cold medicine today?
You think I'm drowsy?
No, because you just got done saying earlier that the one good thing that the Packers got going for them is consistency. There ain't nothing consistent about the Packers.
I would say
she's saying you took too much cough medicine.
I didn't take any medicine yet today, Dirty D. Ha ha, good funny joke. So you're saying it's not consistent for a team to make the playoffs in the 7th seed 3 years in a row? You don't think that's consistent? That's not consistent?
There's nothing consistent about the Green Bay Packers. You don't know on a daily basis what you're going to get from them.
Well, the last 3 years with a new starting quarterback after sitting behind Aaron Rodgers for multiple seasons, we've made the playoffs. We're not getting the results we want, but it is consistent, is it not? You know what the floor is? The floor is a 7 seed. That's consistent.
I love when you argue, like, when I feel like arguments don't need to be made. Like, once you said, like, they've been 3 7 seeds in a row, I think you kind of nailed the point where they're very consistent.
She said, you don't know what you're going to get from them. Well, I know I'm going to get a 7 seed at least.
Like, the Green Bay Packers since 2010 have been probably the most consistent franchise. Yeah. Now, it doesn't mean that there's as many Super Bowls as Kyle Wallace would want.
Probably. It does, 100%.
But
one appearance, it's terrible.
But has there been back-to-back years since 2010 that have been bad?
No.
I can't think of it.
No,
there's been injury derailments.
Because before it was, if you had back-to-back years.
Obviously, the Philbin year that he came in when McCarthy got fired.
Yeah, I mean, but they were able to bounce back. Because they bounced back and they had a really good season, 13-3 the following year.
19 with LaFleur. Yeah, again, consistency literally is. I would say they're probably too consistent.
They're way too consistent. You got teams like the Patriots who sucked, and all of a sudden they find themselves in the Super Bowl. You got a team like the Seattle Seahawks who you played in a 2024 season who you beat the snot out of, and in 2025 they're going to a Super Bowl. So yeah, I think the consistency has been one of our biggest problems. That's why Gutey rocking the boat and doing something different, I think, will pay dividends for this team moving forward.
And that's a great way to describe Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. They're consistent with what they do, but they're always innovating and staying with the times, so you get the best quality product. The hidden screens that I have in my home, roll screens, like the way that they innovate their windows and doors. You just got to go to the showroom in Brookfield and Madison, and you can experience it for yourself. You can have the energy-efficient windows, the great-looking windows that help you save on costs. I've experienced it in my first floor, and I have a new back door going in. Final measurements next week with Joe Franco and the team. Can't wait to get them out to my home. But if you want 0% interest up until 2030, you know what to do. That is PellaWI.com. PellaWI.com. We'll wrap up the ESPN Wisconsin portion of the show. Then head to the 4 and 4 Hour 4 next.
You're dealing with Kyle and Brust.
Man, Kyle, do you ever know what you're talking about?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. With Wildy and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Yeah, coaching matters a lot, and we've fallen short. Those are the facts. Matt LaFleur's on the clock, man. And I know he got an extension, but I'll say this. If they revert and don't get better, you're evaluated on your results.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Everybody knows, it's championship or bust. That is what Green Bay is. And unfortunately, we've had 15 years of bust.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Heading to Milwaukee's east side, make Veer North your first stop. Hey, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Alex Strove. Here to tell you at Veer North you can catch the big game, hop on a shuttle to the stadium, or hang out for live music all summer long. Elevated food, craft drinks, and a packed event lineup. Veer North knows how to keep the energy going as the weather starts to warm up. Close to Fiserv Forum, Summerfest, and UWM. It's the perfect place to pregame, postgame, or just stay for the whole thing. Veer North, right where Milwaukee comes together.
Planning a high-level event shouldn't feel overwhelming. I'm Tiara Gomez, founder of Events by Design. For over 25 years, we've helped companies turn complex, high-pressure events into seamless, unforgettable experiences. When trying to engage your team and pull off something meaningful, the details matter. From concept to execution, we design every event so it reflects your vision and delivers real impact. No missed moments, just refined experiences people will remember. Let's start designing today. Search online, Events by Design.
Why DIY your frozen pizza toppings when Screamin' Sicilian already went over the top for you? We're talking whole milk mozzarella, heaps of premium meats, a mountain of veggies. Screamin' Sicilian is frozen pizza stacked, no add-ons needed. Mamma mia! Screamin' Sicilian, so loaded with toppings, it's almost cheating. Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer section and taste what all the screamin' is about.
I'm not against shopping online. In fact, you can check out our huge selection at BurkhartSportingGoods.com. But when you're ready to buy, Burkhart should be your only stop. Because here, you can grab hold of the Midwest's largest selection of baseball bats, gloves, and equipment, and take all the swings you need in our indoor batting cages to make sure you buy the right bat. And when you buy your new mitt, we'll steam and custom fit it for you right on the spot. This is Brian Burkhart, and when you love baseball and softball like we do,
you can't beat Burkhart.
If you're in charge of uniforms and equipment, you want to get the most value for your team's budget. You want the most for your money, and you want the process to be easy. Because you already have enough on your plate. We get it. Burkhart Sporting Goods Team Outfitting Division is the best you'll find. With an abnormally high customer satisfaction rate and our own silk screening and embroidery facility for quality control. So if you want the highest quality team outfitting and incredible service,
you can't beat Burkhart.
Hail damage? Siding Unlimited is here to help. We are not the storm chasers. That's important. Siding Unlimited doesn't chase storms. However, if the storm comes into our area like it just did, we're always available to help. Why is that important? Storm chasers skip town, leaving you with a roof with zero warranty. Siding Unlimited uses a roofing system that will get you a 50-year warranty on parts, pieces, and workmanship. Siding Unlimited will be there if you have a call down the road. Siding Unlimited is your local family partner on this project. We're here for you. Siding Unlimited. New roofing, siding, windows, and doors. Call Siding Unlimited or visit sidingunlimited.com today.
Are you or a loved one facing addiction? The Wisconsin Addiction Recovery Helpline offers free and confidential support 24/7. Powered by 211 Wisconsin, local trained specialists can help connect you with local service providers for treatment, peer support, harm reduction tools, and more. Call 211, text your zip code to 898-211 or chat at 211wisconsin.org. Help is waiting. Sponsored by United Way of Wisconsin.
Have no fear, the chaos is here. Lucky you. This is Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The Princeton Club in Madison area, they got a bunch, or New Berlin, are going to welcome you in. They're going to say, hey, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for checking. Have a great workout. They're going to be cheering for you along the way. Because if you want to grow in 2026, that's where the Princeton Club comes in. If you have that foundation of a healthy body, your growth can go from there in all areas of your life. So once you're physically fit and you feel really good, this adds. You feel so much more confident in every aspect of your life. Personal training, workout classes, state-of-the-art equipment, Some have functional strength training areas, mini tracks, great locker rooms, clean health clubs. They have it all for you. Just get a tour and join the Princeton Club for your better tomorrow. Kyle Wallace is telling people how to live.
Am I? Oh, this is crazy. I'm not telling people how to live. This is what I'm not a Karen.
Now, I want who's ever listening right now to put themselves in the person that Kyle is going to talk about.
Oh, okay.
Put yourself in the shoes of the person Kyle's going to be describing.
So imagine going to a grocery store and being in like the aisle where you're looking and you're trying to look at where the cheeses are and the meat, the dairy aisle. So imagine being in the dairy aisle. And you're standing there, minding your own business, looking and saying, do I want cheddar? Do I want pepper jack? And then you look to your left and you see two gentlemen, one guy walking and another guy walking, and they're just walking kind of mighty close to somebody who is to the left of you. And you're saying, that's interesting. You kind of just mind your business. You look back up, and then you can just tell it looks like when they walk past the person, they're looking above their shoulder at their own items. Meanwhile, they're just breathing down this damn woman's neck. And so I'm like, ooh. That's problematic. And I mind my own business. And then all of a sudden, this guy does the same thing. He comes by me, and he starts looking at the cheeses that I'm looking at, breathing right next to me. And I said, oh, you good? And he just kept walking on. And I said, this is weird. And I looked at the lady. She looked at me. She said, some people just don't understand, spatial awareness. So that's just how some people are. I said, yeah. She said, it's not you. It was him. I said, okay. So then after I got done talking to her, I could tell that this sister was offended. And I kind of felt bad for her because he was all up in her personal space, like he was all up close to my personal space.
Oh,
so
my
God. I decided he had walked away. And
Did you put on a cape?
I didn't put on a cape, but I put on a good face to say, I need to tell this man a little bit about himself. So I got done. I grabbed what I need to grab, and I walked past him. And after I walked past him, I said, I got to say something. So I turned back around. And I said, hey, you need to be more aware of the people around you. You got to have better spatial awareness. He said, huh? I said, yeah, you was way too close to me and that woman. He said, I didn't think I was that close. I said, you are. You need to be more aware of your surroundings and spatial awareness moving forward. And then he just went on about his day. I went on about my business and kept walking. I felt good. I said, good job, Kyle. You got it off your chest. You protected this woman, and you let that fool know he needs to be better with his spatial awareness.
Like I said, put yourself in the shoes of somebody where Kyle Wallace is going up to them and telling them they need to be more aware of their surroundings.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been walking up on my shoulder like that. He literally brushed me. And he brushed the woman before.
He literally brushed me. It's a grocery store.
No,
it's tight aisles.
You're supposed to say, excuse me. It wasn't no dang tight aisle. He was weird. I for a second there, I was a little like, well, something might be wrong with him. I said, no. He responded, I didn't think I was that close. Bro, what? I can literally feel you breathing on my neck.
Why do you feel like you can tell somebody how to act?
Because
Are you perfect?
Because he came into my personal space. I have my personal circle, okay? If I can put my arms next to my chest and I reach out with my hands like I got T-Rex arms and I can touch you and I can feel you, that is a problem. He was in my personal space.
I have a feeling he was probably a full arm's length away.
I have a feeling he was breathing down my damn neck like a damn T-Rex.
So you didn't say anything in the moment.
In the moment, I just kind of looked at him. I said, oh, okay, excuse you. And then later on, after I talked to the lady, she gave me the encouragement to say, no, I got to let him know about it.
You didn't walk right up to him. You walked by him after.
I walked
and then
by
you
him
turned
and then
around.
I turned because I felt like I couldn't live with myself if I didn't say something to him. And I did. And
you couldn't live with yourself.
It felt good.
Do you feel like you saved the world?
I saved the next person. Hopefully this fool don't walk up on like that. Yes, I sure did. Y'all, I don't think y'all understand. He was, I'm like, bro, like, whoa. And for him to be that oblivious, that's crazy. Be better. When you in the store, be aware of your surroundings. Don't be like this guy.
Lessons from Karen Kyle Wallace.
Not a Karen. That's me keeping it real. I hope y'all ain't letting somebody breathe up on you like that.
Here's what I'm excited to do. We did get news that Andrew Vaughn and Jackson Churio are making rehab assignments. That excites me because that could be Monday on May 4th. What is the opportunity right now for the Milwaukee Brewers beyond surviving 6 days? It's early, but there's an opportunity for this team this year. That's coming up next in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
bit slow on southbound 894 now. We've got backups coming out of the Zoo interchange all the way down towards Lincoln, back on the break south of National, all the way around the Hale interchange to about 51st Street. Westbound 894 is backing up out of the Mitchell interchange to past Loomis. And then we've also got westbound 94 slowing down from 27th Street all the way to Hawley Road. Eastbound, a crash right in the stadium interchange off on the right shoulder. So we got delays basically coming in from 76th Street past the accident scene to 35th. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, mostly cloudy skies, a low of 43. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, a slight chance for a shower, a high of 54. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
How are things at Kessler's Greenfield, Kelly?
Fantastic. I heard you have an idea for springtime.
I love spring.
I have a big collection of new life to show you.
New life is a spring thing.
Show us. I call it crosses and clovers.
These are amazing.
Well done, Kelly.
These are stunningly unique.
Kelly, the surface of this 4-leaf clover is fantastic. What's it made of?
Sarah, the surface of that lucky 4-leaf clover is made of crushed black diamonds.
Wow. I'm buying this one. How much?
$185. In yellow gold vermeil, it's just $270. This cross, $90.
And these initials pendants?
These are $60.
Clovers, crosses, and personalized pendants.
And a leprechaun that says they're magically delicious.
Sarah, that's a breakfast cereal.
Kelly, you've done well.
Extremely well.
Extremely very well. Happy springtime, everyone.
To find the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hey, this is Jen Latta. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle and Brust on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour is brought to you by Siding Unlimited, the 5-time winner of the National Pella Platinum Premium Certified Contractor of the Year. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
Got a job to do. It's the 414 Hour at 4 on Kyle and Brust.
414. The 414 in the 414 in the 414.
The music still isn't hitting. 414. Kyle, I need your honest opinion.
For the music is trash. It's not good. We need to replace it because I don't like it. Strofe, you gotta be better. I don't like what we doing. Give me some banger music so I can get going. Like
I thought you say get to it.
414. We in the 4. See, it ain't good. Like
yeah, it just doesn't hit. So
414.
Now, so we asked yesterday if you would create something new, and you just threw a fit.
And he didn't listen. He didn't. I mean, what's new? Strofe not listening.
So do you have something in the works, or are you just throwing in the towel?
I am definitely not throwing in the towel for the 414. No. I have something in the works that seems like it could be pretty darn awesome.
Yeah, but you always overpromise, underdeliver. You're known for that.
Always.
Well, the good news is this has very little to do with me outside of my connections.
Connections?
That's the only thing it has to do with me, is I am connected to somebody who I believe can help us.
Oh. Okay. I'm liking it.
How's that for a tease, Benny?
It's a tease. It's a tease if I've ever heard one.
It might be a while. It might not be this week. It might not be next week. But we can play around with some other choices. I just don't think we're going to stick with them. So I think we just ride out this one. You know, a little 414 in the 414
in the 4.
Again.
Listen to Kyle. He's coming around to it.
I'm not coming around.
Ryan from Iguanago hit what Kyle said yesterday on the Carbless Talking text line. It needs more bass.
Yeah, it's missing that it's not, I don't feel it through my body. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't understand the reason why I like music. I don't listen to lyrics.
You've made that very clear. You'll listen to lyrics.
When I listen to Sexy Red, I ain't listening to her lyrics. I'm listening to bam, ba-da-dum, ba-da, bow, 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 bow. Like, that's what gets
Do
me
you see
excited.
what he wants?
Yeah.
Do you think you're hitting what he wants? He wants that bow, bow.
Bow, bow.
Very descriptive. Thanks, God.
This ain't got no bow, bow, bow. That has
boom, 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 boom.
No, it's
calm. Yeah, it's calm. You ain't listen. You're not playing.
He want that bow, 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 bow.
You're not playing this in a locker room, right? Locker rooms, you either have the heavy bass or you have that guitar. You have the heavy metal, like something that you can feel the music that gets you hyped up. See, I know that's forensics hype music. We want real sports hype music. You know what? Our fault for tasking him with that.
It's on us. That's on us.
How are we going to ask the reporter?
Pat on the back to us to give it to Stevens Point, journalist extraordinaire, Alex Strofe.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, he's only watched from the sideline. He doesn't understand. He's never been in the locker room.
Stop it.
You've never been in a locker room before.
Yes, I have.
You've been in a JV locker room where everybody makes the team. Stop it.
And they're all looking at each other, and they're really sweaty because they know they're going to lose by 30.
Exactly. They're talking about guys. I wonder how we're going to lose today. How many bus rides did you laugh knowing y'all going to get whooped?
Won a lot.
No, you didn't. You see, now you're lying because you said y'all like 500 before, which I don't believe. Now you
won a lot.
But you just said we lost every game. There's a big difference between losing every game and being 500.
I see y'all lost a lot. How many games did y'all? What were y'all?
And again, to the Strofe lie detection meter, if he says they were 500, they were probably like at a 33% win.
Yeah, if they played 20 games, you guys won 6.
Why do I continue to put myself through this?
You open up your mouth and we catch you in lies, so it's just.
What about this? Am I lying about?
You over throw yourself into.
No, you guys just do this thing where I open my mouth after you ask me to open my mouth, and then you just attack me.
Well, maybe because you need to be more honest.
Yeah,
I am
forthcoming.
I am forthcoming.
No, you're not. You sit here and you lie. You're like, well, what do you mean?
Like
I was in a locker room. Yeah, okay, in 8th grade.
I have yet to see like a team picture.
Yeah.
So
or any action photos. Like how you
photo.
How you got two pairs who love you dearly. And only photo we got is you cheesing and smiling after a middle school game. No action photo. You grabbing a rebound, making a
shots that they take where they hold the ball and smile.
My phone pictures go back is when I was in college.
But your parents
that's not
don't have
the
anything?
point. Like,
I guess I haven't asked. I can ask.
If you go through the Wallace household, you will see video like VHS tapes of Kyle Wallace playing soccer,
My mom's
playing
on vacation.
basketball.
How convenient!
Now here it is.
How convenient!
This man been telling a lie the whole time. Who lies about their JV career as a junior in high school?
Crazy.
I'm not lying.
That's crazy.
Unbelievable.
Dude hit a half-court shot or not a three-quarter shot in practice.
Bro, again, if it's 3/4 court, it was literally one step behind half court.
It was in Wrightstown. It was the final game of my JV career.
Like all you have to do is like get a voice memo from like a friend saying like this happened. Like you've had multiple opportunities to prove that you actually were on a team and that you like did stuff.
Okay, let me work on it. Jeez.
Like, you complain about us getting after you, but you provide no evidence that you actually played athletics.
Do you have friends who listen to the show or family?
I know my aunt listens, but I don't know about friends from high school.
So
We're
he
not
has
on
no
in Green Bay.
No friends.
It's not that I don't have friends. I don't
no
have friends from high
listening.
school.
He's got no one to text.
He got nobody to contact and text to prove right. His own brother listens to the show and cannot corroborate the story. He's like, I don't know.
I didn't grow up here. That's like asking Ben if anybody from his high school listens to the show. The answer's no.
My cousins down in Mississippi let me know that
that's not true. Packers Bears week, I heard from a lot of them, or saw a lot of familiar names and faces.
Me too.
That's crazy. This man really is out here telling a lie, building a lie over JV. That's
crazy. Over JV is wild.
That is funny.
Oh. He's so mad too, but we're just asking for evidence. Like the team picture in the yearbook. Do you have a yearbook?
I do. I definitely. Well, I didn't play my senior year, but I have my senior yearbook at home.
Of course, he's got the senior yearbook, but the junior year is gone.
Well, I was the yearbook editor. Humble brag.
Humble brag.
That is.
I got my yearbook for free my senior year because I made it.
So my question for you is this: we played JV your junior year or sophomore year?
I played JV my sophomore year.
Your sophomore year, and then what made you quit?
I was offered a job as the sports editor at the local newspaper.
So, wait a minute.
And I knew I wasn't going to start, so I didn't want to play.
I knew I was going to start.
On varsity, that is. On varsity.
You was going to be on JV again as a junior, and you said, you know what?
We had no bigs my junior year. I was
You're
like
not a big. You're not a big.
I agree.
Look at you.
I agree with you.
We had no bigs.
We had no bigs.
They were going to throw you out there?
6'3".
They were going to throw you out there just to have a body?
Yes.
Oh, your team must have been terrible. How many games they won? 0? Ain't no way they won no games.
No, he's going to say, ready, Kyle? We were actually pretty good.
We were good, man. If I would have played, we definitely would have made the state.
Dude,
that is
I feel like
crazy.
I'm sitting around a Stevens Point or Green Bay bar with Alex Strofe right now, and he's just telling all the lies, the same lies that the people next to him are telling him.
How many high school juniors said I hung up my hoops career so I can go write for the local newspaper?
Because I wasn't going to start.
What are you? I wasn't going to start.
Hey, Kyle. Take a look where we are. Same place.
Yeah, we're all in the same
No,
place.
we get that.
Our path and journeys to get here were very different. Listen,
Yeah, I'm happy with my journey. I'm fine that I'm here. I'm very happy that I'm here, but I'm sure as hell glad I didn't quit to be in a newspaper at age 16.
You're different. My junior year of high school, oof. They were 7-15.
Wait, y'all only played 22 games?
But remember, he wasn't going to start on the 7-15 team, so he became a writer.
And then my senior year, they were, if it loads, they were 14-10.
Must have been a lot of good juniors.
Yeah, because
can't be the seniors.
Your class wasn't.
Your class had to be awful.
Oh my god!
Who started at center that
Especially
year?
if they were going to throw him out there.
Yeah,
the idea of throwing Strofe out on a court. And for those who don't know anything about Alex Strofe's athletic ability, this is Kyle and Brust. He's done many things that are horrible. A 40-yard dash in 6.2 seconds. A 3-cone combine drill where your grandparents or your toddler could beat him. He can't bench 95 pounds as a grown adult. So when we are getting at him, it's not because we're being mean. We just can't believe him.
Can you imagine if he couldn't bench 95 pounds now? Imagine 10 years ago when he's in high school playing JV basketball. He had to be getting thrown around like a rag doll.
Not as much on JV. I played varsity summer league that following summer, and that's when I realized I was going up against a dude who was committed to play tight end at Iowa. I was in the I was like dealing with him on free throws, trying to box him out.
Wait, time out. Wait a minute. Wait. Say that again. You were dealing with him where?
What do you mean?
You were dealing with him on what?
Free throws, attempting to box him out.
I'll give him a free throw box out.
I thought he meant like just free throws. I get it. All right.
And then in the offense we ran, we had 2 posts, and I was one of them.
2 posts?
Yeah,
that's old school, isn't it?
That's like 19.
Yes, we ran like
1991.
We ran like an Omaha offense where we had 2 posts, and you would set a lot of screens and pop. And I was just getting it was summer league, and I forgot the name of this guy. I knew he played football at Iowa. I don't remember his name. I'll look it up. He went to Bayport. But I was dealing with him in the summer league, and I went,
He also,
I can't do this.
Kyle, he says, I was dealing with him. Like, he just doesn't know how to speak.
Yeah,
I wasn't guarding him well. I was not playing.
I was going up against. I was dealing with him.
Jack Plum?
That would be a lie. Jack Plum nailed it. That would be a lie.
That's a big boy.
I wasn't going up against him. He was destroying me.
So you realize
that was your I am going to write for the paper moment.
And yes, the paper was just sold to a guy who I knew, and I had done some work for him, and he
Why couldn't you do both?
A job. Because how do you cover a team you're on? That's not journalistically ethical.
You could say, hey, during the basketball season, could I take a little bit of a break and come back and cover these sports?
No, I mean, if he could have just wrote from the bench.
That's true. He wasn't touching them.
Ron and the Key, you're up on the Carvel's Talking text line.
He could have wrote from the bench. That's awesome. Sorry, Strofe. Strofe, who wins in one-on-one, you or Ashton?
Oh, man, Ron, that's when you do the 2 inside stuff, man. Ain't nobody listening to know who Ashton
the better
is.
question is me or Kyle, and the answer is me.
All right. The Cathlon
And
will
also,
find out.
the better question is, if you give Ben 0 points, you give me 10. We're playing 1-1.
Ron, I actually want your answer on that. One-on-one, me and Strofe, he starts at 10. It's 2-11. 1s and 2s. Does he score 1 point?
the only way he scores 1 point is if you just give him the 2-pointer and he just happens to hit the Hail Mary. But if Ben tries, no.
Yeah,
Like, I don't think I'll score on Ben if he tries, and I know I'll beat you.
Ooh, bring Ron and the Key. Ron and the Key versus Stroh. Oh, Stroh couldn't handle losing to a 45-plus 50-year-old.
Is he older than that?
I don't know, but he's old.
I can't be a liability for injury for the elderly.
Oh, wow.
No, you're scared.
Yeah, he's 100%.
Do it.
He's sitting here laughing.
Do it.
You know, the thing is, Stroh has no shame because the expectations are so low. So he knows, like, I can talk all the trash I want if I lose. Oh, well, I'm Stroh. That's the greatest mentality you can possibly have in the world. There's no losing.
Yeah, he's scared to play Ron and McKee in one-on-one.
No, I mean, because he knows he'll lose.
That's a sad place to live. Wow.
Yeah, I don't, are there people here? Is there anybody you can beat in basketball that's a male here in this office?
You.
Okay.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, just talking.
The good news is, despite your lack of athletic ability, you were able to get a girl.
I was, and she actually said yes when I hit a knee, which might be the greatest upset in the history of the world. But I got all the help I needed from my friends at Robert Hack Diamonds. 3 locations in southeast Wisconsin, 1 in Greenfield, where I worked with Leslie and the team over there. And, of course, 2 locations in Brookfield, 1 on the north side, 1 on the south side. They helped create my fiance's dream engagement ring, which they can do for you if you're looking to take that next step like I did. There's only one place to go. They are Wisconsin's most trusted name in diamonds for a reason. Been in the Milwaukee area for nearly 80 years. 3 locations. Robert Hack Diamonds online. Robert Hack, HAACK Diamonds.com. RobertHackDiamonds.com. So you can do some browsing online, and then you will be certain that is the place to go. Wisconsin's most trusted name in diamonds. Hack yeah! Thanks to the team at Robert Hack Diamonds.
Evan Cohen of Unsportsmanlike on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Next.
You're along for the ride with Kyle and Brust.
But then when you whoa
off now.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We do have a crash on eastbound 94 on the ramp from eastbound to northbound on 175 in the stadium interchange. Right shoulder is blocked right now, so we do have delays coming in from 76th Street all the way past 175 to about 35th Street. Westbound 94 is backed up from 27th all the way to Hawley Road. Got a bit of a backup on southbound 894 from the Zoo interchange all the way down to Lincoln. Back on the brakes just south of National all the way down and around the Hale interchange to Forest Home. Westbound 894 still a bit heavy out of the Mitchell interchange to about 51st Street. Traffic is brought to you by Geist Garage Doors. For over 70 years, Geist Garage Doors, the local trusted name for garage door sales, service, and repair. Visit geistdoors.com and don't think twice, call Geist. Weather is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof, siding, and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
All the antics.
We had the same situation when I played with Holmgren.
You okay?
I almost broke my chair.
Yeah, you almost fell out of your chair there.
All the action.
Micah Parsons is healthy, and if Tucker Kraft is healthy, the Packers are in that Super Bowl. I think that they would have run through the NFC. I think they beat Seattle. I think that they are the NFC representative in that game.
The best of both worlds lives right here. Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Hail damage? Siding Unlimited is here to help. We are not the storm chasers. That's important. Siding Unlimited doesn't chase storms. However, if the storm comes into our area like it just did, we're always available to help. Why is that important? Storm chasers skip town, leaving you with a roof with zero warranty. Siding Unlimited uses a roofing system that will get you a 50-year warranty on parts, pieces, and workmanship. Siding Unlimited will be there if you have a call down the road. Siding Unlimited is your local family partner on this project. We're here for you. Siding Unlimited. New roofing, siding, windows, and doors. Call Siding Unlimited or visit sidingunlimited.com today.
Hey, better. Swing into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee for the $300,000 Big League Series. Just play with your rewards card over 3 months to earn entries. Here's the lineup. Leading off April, on deck May, in the hole June. All monthly entries you earn will roll into drawings on Friday, June 26th. where you could win cash, free play, or one of 3 new Toyota vehicles. It's the $300,000 Big League Series, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
A huge month of Brewers baseball kicks off with the battle against the Yankees Friday, May 8th through Sunday, May 10th. Catch the crew for half off with Wisconsin's first Friday game tickets on Friday the 8th. Plus, Mother's Day Sunday is the perfect game to bring the whole family with new kids experiences every Sunday. Plus, the first 10,000 fans over the age of 21 get a Brewers picnic blanket at the Mother's Day game, courtesy of American Family Insurance. Score your tickets at Brewers.com.
When your team needs custom gear, don't wing it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more is your local partner for high-quality apparel with hands-on design help and services that actually feel, well, helpful. For your business, teams, or events, Big Frog makes it easy. Visit bigfrog.com/Mequon today.
The Run for the Roses is coming to St. Kate the Arts Hotel. Join us Saturday, May 2nd for the Kentucky Derby Day in partnership with Woodford Reserve. Watch the race live, sip on specialty cocktails including the classic mint julep, and dress to impress. Best hat and best dress contests are on the card. Admission is free, or you can upgrade to VIP for $75 for exclusive food stations and 2 complimentary cocktails. Visit stkatearts.com to RSVP or grab your tickets at stkatearts.com.
Seriously injured? Make one call. That's all.
Let the good times roll. Kyle and Brust are back on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
At some point, you stop calling it pain and just started calling it, it's just how I am. Deep down, you know that's not okay, and you got to get back to the normal you, the one that was active and carefree, and it starts with an introduction to Dr. Caravelli and her team at QC Kinetics. The regenerative treatments for joint pain right here in Mequon and Greenfield. They're helping patients with pain from arthritis or injury in their knees, hips, shoulders. Now, they're moving, sleeping, golfing, running without surgery or long recoveries. The science is real and the treatments are natural. Your body knows how to heal, and QC Kinetics gives it the right tools. No operator room, no hardware, no watching summer come and go from the recliner. Get back to the version of you that doesn't map out a route based off where you can sit or avoid stairs. The longer the inflammation is sitting with you, the more damage it does. This isn't it'll get around to it situation. It's a right now situation. So do it. Give them a call. Doesn't cost you a thing. 414-240-2298. Doesn't cost you a thing. Again, first step. Doesn't cost you a thing. 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace. A very athletic Alex Strofer on the show.
Now you over here lying.
That is correct. Obviously, that was not truthful. I think everyone could kind of hear where I was going. I guess if you've never heard me speak, then you may think Alex Strofer is athletic, and he is not. Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike Mornings, ESPN Wisconsin, and on ESPN Radio. Sportsmanlike Evan, Chris Canty, Michelle Smallman. Here's what Evan Cohen had to say about the way the NBA playoffs have shaked out so far.
It actually justifies why Giannis wanted to fight through the injury to see if he could slip into the play-in. It justifies Pat Riley's comments yesterday at his season-ending presser with the Heat, thinking, hey, if you get in, who knows what happens, right? Now, the Heat aren't good, and the Bucks weren't good, but in some ways, it justifies the idea that these bad teams, like Milwaukee and Miami, thought, just get us to the 8th spot. We then have a shot against Detroit, and once you beat Detroit, who knows what happens? Your confidence goes through the roof. Because, oh, by the way, Orlando, they were awful this regular season relative to expectations. And you know what they are now? They are a team that believes if they can beat the number 1 seed, why couldn't they beat who wins 4 or 5? Right? It totally revamps their mindset and their ability in the postseason.
Evan Cohen on Sportsmanlike Mornings, ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Radio.
Oh, you got something to say. What's on your mind, Ben Brust?
This justifies the Giannis wanting to play. No, it doesn't. They sucked. They were so bad. When Giannis came back, they were still bad.
They were
bad when Giannis was back. And it would just be risking, at that point, injury. And obviously we wanted to see Giannis play one last time. But the Bucks, to their credit, I guess, stood on business and say, we're protecting the asset because we're not going anywhere this year. And the idea that a team with Giannis, Chris Middleton, and Damian Lillard couldn't get out of the first round the last 3 years. This year of all years, they could have gotten the play-in and beat a number 1 seed is asinine.
Laughable.
It's crazy.
It's completely
But
laughable.
I was like, what do you mean? Like, sure, like if we're just like trying to make the Giannis situation feel better about wanting to have him play. No! The Bucks weren't doing anything. As I mentioned, 3 years in a row, they couldn't get out of the first round.
Yeah.
And now that we're asking this team from last year to win play-in games and get to the 8 seed and then play a 1 seed and beat them?
Yeah, if the Bucks would have gotten to the playoffs and had to play Detroit, we wouldn't be having a conversation that we're having now about the Orlando Magic being up 3-1 over the number 1 seed, the Detroit Pistons, because the Bucks would have lost 4-1 to the Detroit Pistons. We were not a good team this year.
4-1?
I mean, Giannis.
4-1?
Giannis wasn't getting swept. Giannis ain't getting swept. Yeah,
We said Giannis can get you out of the first round. He couldn't get you out of the first round.
Well, I know. I'm not saying Giannis would have got swept, but
That's what we did last year, by the way.
Yeah, well, they didn't get well, yeah, but he couldn't. And so again, when I look at it and I hear this, I'm like, nah. The Bucks did the right thing. Now, I don't agree with them not allowing him to play at least one more time with his brothers, but resting him because there was nothing yet left to play for. That's something that I can't really dispute. I can't be super mad about that because, as you said, he is an asset. He's an asset for you next season if he's healthy, or he's an asset for you when you move forward, when you trade him. But overall, the Bucks were not going anywhere. The Orlando Magic were significantly better than Milwaukee Bucks this year, despite them having some issues this year with their up and down play. And the Detroit Pistons were significantly better than Milwaukee Bucks this year. We didn't stand a chance. We were bad. I don't think people understand how bad
the Charlotte Hornets, who lost in the play-in, would have beat the Bucks 4-0.
Wow, with the energy they play with, yeah.
Yes,
No,
they had played well. That's my point of how far off the Bucks were and how far off Evan Cohen is of the justification of Giannis maybe playing for a chance to get to an 8 seed to potentially beat a 1 seed. We're reaching past the moon. We're going into places we've never been before.
But you know what? I want people to think this way. I want Miami Heat fans to feel this way. I want Houston Rockets fans to feel this way. Hell, even I want Detroit Pistons fans to feel this way. You're
saying because then the price of Giannis, they're all going to bid for him?
Everybody to believe that Giannis is the key. Not saying he's not the key because, dang it, Giannis can be the key. He just wasn't in Milwaukee these last couple of seasons. But I want everybody to believe that Giannis is that missing piece, and I want y'all to have a bidding war. I want you to have a bidding war for Giannis and give us everything you got because guess what? You may not be sitting on the sidelines during the playoffs if you got Giannis on your team. Maybe you're not down 3-1 as the number 1 seed if you have Giannis. Maybe if you're Houston, maybe you're up in a series against the Lakers where they don't have their main guy in Luka, right? So maybe Giannis is the missing piece for a lot of these teams, and I think he is. But make sure
you know what, Kyle?
You spend on him.
You're on to something. You know why? Because I think when you talk about if the Bucks should have traded Giannis at the deadline, one of the things we did talk about was when you see the playoff happen. And when the playoffs happen, you start seeing who needs what. And the teams that thought they didn't need Giannis at the time of the trade deadline, teams that thought they needed him still probably need him. And the teams that thought they didn't need him now are added to that equation for your said bidding war.
Houston is easily beating the Lakers with Giannis. Easily beating the Lakers with
Tell
Giannis.
him, Kyle.
No, they are.
Tell Houston.
Listen.
Tell them how bad they need him.
Giannis.
Tell me how many assets they need to give up.
Y'all got a whole bunch of. Give us 4 first-round draft picks. Give us Sagoon, or y'all can give us Jabari Smith. Y'all can give us whoever. Give us 2 of them young dudes and 3 or 4 first-round draft picks, and you can have one of the greatest players of all time, one of the best players in the NBA right now, and something y'all have not gotten since the 90s, a guy that can win you a championship, because this is what it's all about, and that's what everybody's missing.
Who else needs him, Kyle?
San Antonio. We'll see.
Who else needs him?
We can keep going down the list and talk about Miami.
Golden
needs
State.
Oh well, Golden State doesn't have assets, so we don't want what.
There was rumors to them at the trade deadline.
Yeah, there were rumors, but there's a reason why it didn't come to fruition.
Correct, but yes, if you are a Bucks fan and you do believe that the Giannis era has come to an end, the way the NBA playoffs have shaken out has given the Bucks, I think, a better opportunity to gain more interest and up that bidding war for as many assets as possible if you think that is the best route and you do not believe Giannis is coming back.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. I don't think people realize how bad this team was. They're bad. Like what do you
mean? They lost to Utah by 30.
When you're talking about, oh my gosh, we need KPJ, that's all I need to hear. That's all I need to hear. If you saying KPJ is the guy that you need, then
now it is a little rich coming from you because you were singing some high praises after 10 games.
Of the Milwaukee Bucks?
Hell yeah! KPJ, Ryan Rollins. They traded for Cam Thomas, and you were smiling at him like he was going to change the world.
Times have changed quickly.
Yeah, very quick.
That was a different time. That's a different
how
show.
different was that? Okay, nice job. That's like saying Happy New Year and being that lame person.
Happy New Year.
Like in January or next time I see you, it'll be the New Year.
New Year, new me. That was last year. You bring it up with last year's stuff.
Well, last year you had some people come look at your home.
I sure did. We're past 1 year, and I couldn't be happier with the results from Universal Windows Direct. If you are thinking about upgrading your home and specifically upgrading your windows, you need to work with my friends at Universal Windows Direct. And this is what I always tell people. Give them a call. Call them at 410-2000. 410-2000 or visit them at universalwindowsdirect.com, and this is what they'll tell you. They'll come into your house, they'll show you the window options that they have for you, they'll let you know exactly what is the best for you, and they'll get you set up. I promise you. After they tell you about their buy 2 windows, get 2 free deal, you'll say, ooh, that sounds nice, and I have no limits. I have 10 windows I want to get updated. They'll say, listen, you ain't got to pay for 5. And then they say, because I love you, guess what? You don't have to pay a single penny for 2 years. You have no interest and no payments for 24 months. And again, because Universal Windows has your back, they'll tell you they'll give you $500 off your next home improvement project. Invest smartly. Look at how you can upgrade your home and not worry about paying until 2028 with Universal Windows Direct. So call them today for your free in-home estimate at 414-410-2000 or visit universalwindowsdirect.com today. And trust me, you'll be saying just like me, I love my windows.
Strove's time to shine is next.
You're experiencing Kyle and Brust.
Hi, guys. Well, you made my day, I'll tell you.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Well, that accident in the stadium interchange from eastbound 94 to northbound 175 has been cleared up. We do have delays, though, from 70th Street all the way through to about 35th. On the westbound side of 94, backups from 27th Street all the way to Hawley Road. We've got backups on 43 southbound as well, starting from Capitol Drive pretty much all the way down through the Marquette to about Lincoln. Northbound's backing up and over the high-rise bridge up past North Avenue. Rates change, needs change. Great Midwest Bank can help you explore a refinance that better fits where you are today. Visit greatmidwestbank.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, mostly cloudy skies, a low of 43. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, a slight chance for a shower, a high of 54. Weather's brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof siding and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
This is Coach Greg Gard. I've lived my whole life in Wisconsin, and I know what people here value: hard work, honesty, and looking out for one another. That's exactly how Bank CMG approaches banking. They combine hometown values with modern tools to help people make confident financial decisions. When you want a bank that understands where you're coming from, Bank CMG makes sense. Visit bankcmg.com or stop by your local branch. Let's get to work.
Hey, it's ESPN Wisconsin's Alex Strofe. A couple of months ago, I knew one thing for sure. I had the girl. What I didn't know was what came next. Luckily, a friend of mine told me about the team at Robert Hack Diamonds and the job they do, getting you from knowing you have the girl to down on one knee. I had never been through this process before buying an engagement ring. I had an idea of what she wanted. She'd sent me pictures of some hints and some ideas, but I wanted it to be special and different, and that's where Robert Hack Diamonds came in. They created my fiance's dream ring, and it made that moment, that yes, that much more special. So if you, like me, know you've got the girl but don't really know what comes next, go see the team at Robert Hack Diamonds. 3 locations in the Milwaukee area, 1 in Greenfield, where I went, and 2 in Brookfield, north and south. Their custom jewelry is made on site, lab-grown options, natural diamond options, and all the in-betweens. Stop in today or visit them online, roberthackdiamonds.com. That's Robert Hack, H-A-A-C-K, diamonds.com. And after you get that yes, like me, you'll say, heck yeah, thanks to Robert Hack Diamonds.
Let's talk about home turf.
Your lawn is a reflection of your pride, hard work, and even competitive spirit. If you want a yard that makes the neighbors stop and stare, you need the right plan. That's where Weedman Lawn Care comes in. Weedman's lawn care program is kid and pet friendly, uses golf course quality fertilizer, and has an effective weed treatment to dominate any issue. Get a free quote of Weedman's winning formula for your yard at weedman.com and get 50% off your first treatment. That's weedman.com. Weedman for the win.
Stop buying barbecue rubs that all taste the same.
Most are loaded with sugar, fillers, and shortcuts.
Burn Pit BBQ is not.
We're a veteran-owned company right here in Wisconsin, built on doing things the right way, no shortcuts, no nonsense.
Just premium seasonings that deliver real flavor every time you fire up the grill.
Whether it's a quick dinner or feeding the whole crew, Burn Pit BBQ gives you confidence to get it right.
Burn Pit BBQ, grill with confidence.
Find us at burnpitbbq.com and now at select Walmart locations.
That's burnpitbbq.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Alex Stroh, friend of the show. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. List is more. YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, at ESPN Madison. If you missed the show, it's the ESPN Wisconsin app or wherever you get your podcast. Stroh, time for you to take it away.
It's time for the
Wheel of Stroh.
All right, another day, another buckaroonie on the wheel of Stroh. I've got a follow-up on a story from last week that you don't know about, Ben.
Okay.
So I'm very hopeful this wheel will be just and not land on red when I spin it.
Okay.
Well, I'll find out together. Time for the wheel of Stroh.
Red. Oh, I wanted red so bad. Just had to keep waiting.
All right, so last Tuesday I told a story 1 week ago today to Gabe Neitzel and Kyle Wallace about something stupid I did.
What was that?
I was having a libation after a day at work, and I was scrolling through Facebook.
Oh, yes.
And I saw this article type thing. It was like a picture of a man outside of his car. I'm an idiot. And it was like, I can't believe I never knew about this tool. My kid was at class, and they ran an estimation on how to lower your car insurance. And it's an amazing website. You got to check it out.
On Facebook. You saw this ad on Facebook.
So I was like, that piques my interest. I've actually been meaning to look into lowering my car insurance. So I clicked the link. I put in my info, here's what I drive, here's what I'm currently paying, here's my email, here's my phone number. And I have received 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've received 19 phone calls in the last week, and I've gotten like 30-something emails from people saying they've received my quote, and I don't know how to make them stop. I can't get them to stop.
You're such an idiot.
He is.
Do I have to just answer one of these days and say, stop calling?
No, they'll stop. Go stop wasting
they'll stop
Well,
eventually.
no, one of the phone calls has been the same number every day.
Block
it. Yeah, you're done. Listen, I had the same number call me every day.
Just block that number.
Months.
Block that number. That's so easy.
You can block the number. I blocked the number. You know what they started doing?
They're going to call me from a different number.
They called me private. And they were leaving, hey, this is Jessica from Luxury Resorts. I'm like, bro, it was crazy. I probably still got some of their voicemails. They just stopped calling me.
You are a danger to cybersecurity.
No, I'm actually not. I feel like I'm pretty good about that type of stuff.
Not. Can't.
I thought this was a legit. I got got is what happened finally. I've never gotten got before, and I believe I got in this scenario where I thought
it could be a lot worse.
I thought this person was genuine, and it just seems like it sent my information to a ton of different
agencies.
Yeah.
It could be a lot worse.
Go on.
You could have put in your credit card.
Well, I would have known it was a scam.
Or he could have put in his, like he would have had to sign in.
Social security number.
Didn't have to do that.
No, if you would have had to put in, like, they needed you to sign up for something and they got your password and your email address, boy, they would have hacked
Yeah, I
into
didn't
a
have
lot
to
of
make an
stuff.
account or anything, so that's why it didn't raise any red flags. It was literally just like my name, my email.
So it's
hang on. I need to know, what was the company?
Well, here's the issue. The company, I don't know the name of it, the website I was on, but it was like a check your auto insurance, see if you can get a lower rate type website.
Checkyourautoinsurance.com?
Pretty much, yeah. And it eventually led to a website where it was like, hey, here's the lowest rate you can get. And it was the current provider I use for my auto insurance. And I think it was like $12 cheaper a month than I currently pay from the same place.
Sounds like a good deal to me.
Sign me up.
But then I realized I was in a tizzy. I was in a little bit of a pickle because it didn't actually bring me to the website I use.
Did you figure out your car insurance? You got all these people calling. You're a hot commodity.
Yeah, nothing's changed. I haven't answered the calls because I'm like, I did this to myself.
Any of the quotes good?
The one from the place I currently use.
I mean, you had
is
30
lower.
emails. Did you find anybody else that got you lower?
No,
than
so
that?
I'll read you an example of an email. I get one from a different name every day, but it's the same email.
Oh, well, you need to block them.
So hold on. No, it's a different name every day. That's the issue. Where's the most recent one? Oh, here we go. This one's from Xavier. It says, quote status. Hi, Alex. We've reviewed your information again and created an updated quote based on your profile. Since all your information is already saved, no reapplication is needed. View your updated quote. Should I click the button?
No.
No. Delete.
Are you serious?
Unsubscribe and delete. He's failing.
Wheel of Stroke.
No. So that was yesterday from Xavier. I got one from 2 days ago from Kyle, ironically, not you. The day prior,
That you know of.
I got one from Darren. The day before that,
Why don't you just unsubscribe?
I got one from Adele.
Yeah, just unsubscribe.
It's a different email every day.
But it's a different company?
It's the same email. The day before from Lauren.
What's the company?
The day before. It doesn't say. It just says, we've reviewed your quote. Click the button.
Yeah, you got scammed. They're just trying to get you to click that button.
At originalpolicy.com.
Ooh.
Day before that, Giovanni.
Oh, wait. Are they all originalpolicy.com?
I lost Giovanni. No, autoinsurancegalaxy.com.
Oh, wow. They sent you out everywhere.
Dude, you're in
heard of
the
these
dark
places.
web right now.
They
Your
all try to
information is
filter.
in the dark web.
They said, well, they know he's a dummy, so they're trying to get him.
Giovanni, Adele, are these even real people?
Probably
Yeah.
not. Great name, Giovanni, Adele.
Kyle?
Kyle, you know, Kyle's a cool name. It's straight.
Wheel of Stroke.
You're an idiot.
That's how I started it. You're an idiot.
I started it with I'm an idiot.
Oh, you came close.
Are you guys paying attention to the NBA playoffs at all?
Sparingly.
Are you bought in without the Bucks playing?
I would say they've made it hard with all the platforms.
Yeah, dude, platforms, not TV station channels.
Yeah, platforms.
Yeah, it's too much. This is a bad.
It's a great feeling when I'm sitting on my couch and I'm like, I'm actually kind of interested to see what game is on, and like it's on my YouTube TV. But if it's not, I'm not like, I don't know where to go, and I'm not looking it up. You know what I mean? I need it to be accessible.
Yeah, it's not as easy accessible. I will say I watched the Lakers game.
What I have watched, I feel like I've been entertained.
I tend
Lakers
to
Rockets
agree.
are great.
Yeah, I watched Orlando-Detroit last night, which, by the way, Orlando, hello. They're up 3-1 on the top seed in the East. Detroit in that series. Hello. I mean, that's fun. 8-1 upset in the first round.
We just talked about that last segment.
I know you did. I know you did, but I didn't get to chime in on it. Hello. Tonight you've got Knicks Hawks. That series tied at 2. That's on ESPN.
I watched one of those games before I flew out, and it was great.
So it's
CJ McCollum looks like he's
throwback.
prime.
Can I just wait a minute?
ESPN doubleheader tonight. Both of those series 3-1. Spurs looking to close out the Trailblazers. Celtics looking to close out the Sixers. But then your 2-2 series is an NBC Peacock game. Is it NBC or is it Peacock?
I hate that. Tell me what it is. Which one is it?
They're trying to
is it on
promote
both?
Peacock. Probably is.
My experience thus far is it has not been both.
Well, it can't. There's no way it would be. They wouldn't put competing NBA playoff games on network television.
Well, ESPN isn't technically. Is that network?
No,
I guess not.
ABC is network.
Yeah.
So I would guess tonight is then NBC for Knicks Hawks, which that is a tied series. So I'm a little intrigued by that tonight.
Strofe just got an email from my IT department, extra training on phishing.
Just don't do it with your Good Karma Brands email.
I've never fallen for anything on that account.
Yeah, you can say that now, but we have bad evidence against you.
I knocked out. No, it seemed like a real story.
No, you're too gullible.
Wheel of Strofe.
Get down and give us 10.
All right. Here we go.
Is this for you too? Or are you still like, is this a wedding thing?
Yeah, I got to get to it.
I want to say Kyle telling people how to live is still one of my favorite things today. Going up to a stranger to tell him, yeah, the wheel's over, Strofe. Go do your push-ups. Why are you still This is the second day in a row where Kyle's finished his push-ups and Strofe hasn't even started.
He's different, man. Now, that person needs to learn spatial awareness. How about that? I'm not the problem. They are. Imagine somebody. Here I go.
Here I come. Kyle's coming to me right now. I love when you talk not by a mic.
Imagine somebody walking next to you this close.
He's obviously over-exaggerating.
I am not over-exaggerating. He was this
close. By the way, you're sick. Get out of here.
Well, maybe he was sick.
Yeah. You're a weird fellow, too.
Him yelling in your face after saying, get away, you're sick.
Yeah, crazy.
He said, what now? What Strofe say? Talking trash?
He said he'd kick your ass in one-on-one basketball.
That's not true.
Which you are backing down from the challenge again.
When did I back down from the challenge?
Like, just say like you should be like, fine, let's do it.
Yeah, I said we're gonna do the decathlon. I'm gonna beat him. I mean, what do you want me to do? Am I supposed to get all hyped up and excited to compete against Strofe?
I mean, he did say if there.
What a waste of my energy and time. What a waste. Strofe, when was the last time you hit the gym?
Last Wednesday.
That's a lie.
We could go tomorrow. That's not a lie.
So you've been to the gym how many times?
2 Wednesdays?
How many times?
I think it was last Wednesday.
How many times in 3 weeks have you been to the gym?
3. I've gone once a week.
That's not true.
What do you mean it's not true?
I was here 2 weeks ago and you had not gone in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Hey, there he goes.
I'm checking the receipts. Give me a second.
Check the receipts. We'll wrap up the show next.
Again.
He's just lying.
April 21st. That's a week ago today. Oh, a week ago today.
And then what about before that?
2 weeks.
April 21st, April 9th, April 7th.
So the 9th.
March 31st.
9th to the 21st to the 20th. Oh, my.
He's worked out
4 times in a month.
It's a rough month. It's a rough month.
You're surviving Kyle and Brust.
That's what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying?
That's 100% what you're saying. Now, I disagree.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. On this show, it's always football season.
I'm not overly concerned because it seems as if Green Bay's not overly concerned.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Everybody over there feels like this team was there. We got short-circuited with injuries. We have the right staff, we have the right people, and we have the right players. We just need to stay healthy, and we'll be champions.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
If you still think sports bar means sticky floors and basic wings, you're doing it wrong. It's ESPN Milwaukee's Alex Strofe, and I got to tell you about Veer North, right in the heart of Milwaukee's east side. Veer North, flipping the game day experience. Better cocktails, great pizza, and a menu that goes way beyond the usual. Catch every big play on their wall-to-wall screens in a space that feels like a night out. From the big game or your next client meeting, Veer North delivers every time. Veer North, where Milwaukee watches the game elevated.
At Associated Bank, we thought about speaking like other banks with hoity-toity names like Total Privilege Pay or something. But we don't speak bankish, we speak your language. When we say 2-day early pay, we mean you get paid 2 days early. $50 overdraft grace zone? That's a grace zone of up to $50 if overdrafts happen. And maintenance fee free account? Well, that speaks for itself. At Associated Bank, we get you. That's why we've got you. Learn more at associatedbank.com/yougotthis. Member FDIC.
Your local bar could be your ticket to a global stage. Michelob Ultra's soccer shootout is giving fans the chance to win tickets to the FIFA World Cup 26 at Zocalo on Wednesday, May 6th, starting at 6:30 p.m. Also enjoy Michelob Ultra at Stenny's North Shore, Spanky's, and Elbow Room Cedarburg. Your neighborhood, your shot at the world's biggest game. Play for the chance to witness history. Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 26. Enjoy responsibly. 2026 Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. No purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents 21+. Void where prohibited.
Burkhardt Sporting Goods in New Berlin is the baseball lover's destination with a massive state-of-the-art indoor training facility featuring hit tracks with precision analytics, a huge open turf area, and all the best training equipment you need. So get in here and get ready to get better. And we'll help you with this special offer. Buy 20 batting cage credits for $30. That's 25% off. This is Brian Burkhardt, and if you love baseball and softball like we do,
You can't beat Burkhardt.
153rd and National. If you plan on draining buzzer beaters, the place to start is Burkhardt, where you'll find a great selection of residential basketball hoops from the best brand, Gorilla. We'll handle the installation and take care of everything to make it easy from start to finish. And right now when you buy from Burkhardt, standard hoop installation is half price. You can't beat that. This is Brian Burkhardt, and when you love basketball like we do,
You can't beat Burkhardt.
Looking to transform your home with stylish furniture and home accessories without breaking the bank? At your local IKEA in Oak Creek, they believe everyone deserves a beautiful and affordable living experience that enhances your everyday life. From comfortable and fashionable sofas and sectionals, to kitchens full of inspiration, to bedrooms designed to help you find your best sleep and relaxation, IKEA's home furnishing combines form and function to fit any lifestyle and budget. Visit IKEA Oak Creek today or explore their collection online at ikea.com/US.
At Gruber Law Offices, we've helped tens of thousands of families after a serious accident. Our priority has always been our clients. We're here for you whenever you may need us. One call, that's all.
Do you worry about how much someone drinks?
Do you feel neglected or unloved? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you are not alone.
Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Call 1-866-200-0223 or visit alanon.org/help.
Have no fear, the chaos is here. Lucky you. This is Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Calling all gamers, Jackpot Chasers, and Monopoly. Hit the record scratch, please. Thank you. Calling all gamers, Jackpot Chasers, and Monopoly lovers. Get ready to relive your childhood because Monopoly just hit Potawatomi Casino Hotel and is paying out real cash. 2,600 slot machines. Some of your favorites that you've seen in the Las Vegas Strip right here in Milwaukee. The sportsbook is amazing because you have the 2,000 square foot video wall with nonstop action, NBA playoffs, baseball all the time, fight nights, drink specials, great food. You can go out and play table games, come back. You go out and play some slots, come back. You go out and play bingo, come back. It's all there at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Ben Brust, Kyle Walls, Alex Stroh. If Homer has a second, I'd like him to answer the question that I asked Kyle and Stroh in the audience. He will be doing the Homer Hour from 5 to 6. Homer.
Yes?
Do you believe that Gutey had a good offseason, yes or no?
Same.
Is same good or bad?
You know, he's good.
Good.
I mean, the addition of Parsons solves everything. But other than that, we know what he is. He's been here 7 years.
But he's operated a little bit differently. Trading 2 first-round picks.
The Micah Parsons thing was dramatically different. Everything else, a little bit maybe. But
wait a minute.
A couple older guys.
Yeah, well, I think that's pretty big because one thing that he had a reputation for is him loving them young. And when I say them, I mean players young. He was big on trying to sign guys.
So my question is, what's stopping this team getting 4 major contributors back from being a true Super Bowl contender?
People have over-exaggerated how good they were last year with the injuries. We would have done this, we would have done this. They lost some injuries, and then they collapsed in games they could have done well to win the division.
So you're not of the belief that at 9-3-1 leading at halftime that team was a Super Bowl team?
No, you think they're going to beat Seattle? What are you? What team are you watching? Now, it doesn't matter because it's over, but they're good. They're going to make a run at it. But what's special? Go back to the team that made the Super Bowl in 2010. You want to know the special players? Who's your Aaron Rodgers? Who's your Charles Woodson? Who's your Clay Matthews? Who's your Nick Collins?
Who is that for the Seahawks, though?
Whoa. I just gave you some of those. Jordan Love. And
Jordan Love is no Rodgers.
But Jordan Love can play at a level. What I saw in the playoffs last year, he can play at a very high level.
But if Jordan Love isn't Aaron Rodgers, doesn't mean that he can't be the other players of the team. Micah Parsons could be the Aaron Rodgers of the team.
Micah Parsons could possibly be it, but somebody's got to be special on the team.
Well, you missed out on
Tucker Kraft is special.
Yeah, like you
can be, yes.
You literally had two guys who have, like you just said, Tucker Kraft and Micah Parsons. They could be special. You didn't have those special potential difference makers in a playoff game where the Packers were up a lot, and it was a failure on Matt LaFleur and that complete team, how they blew it in the playoffs. It was a complete failure.
Right.
But they were missing some of the guys.
They failed to finish for some time now.
And so this is what one of the goals of the offseason. They felt like some of the youth and the immaturity led to some of those failures, and that's why they're moving forward with getting a Javon Hargrave who's played in the Super Bowl. Right?
What was the problem when Rodgers was around early in LaFleur?
I think
where they failed to finish.
A lot of it had, I think, coaching played a role in that, and Aaron Rodgers' inability to get things going. Like Aaron Rodgers, his last game.
When you say failed to finish, there are very specific ways in which those seasons ended, and they ended in different ways.
Correct.
Aaron Rodgers' last playoff game
this year could be different.
Decision making against the Buccaneers on 3rd and goal to kick a field goal. Aaron Rodgers' inability to not score off of turnovers as well played a factor in that.
San
Francisco, the offense didn't show up, and special teams got a blocked punt.
Yeah, and that was the difference.
It's always something.
Yeah. So again, and most teams, it's always something, right?
There's only one team. Unless you're special.
Yeah, and I think the Packers are trending in a.
So you don't think this team has a chance? Do you think this team has a chance to be special?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're not ruling them out completely.
No, but it'd be the exception to what we've seen and experienced for a number of years.
And you're saying the major reason why is because of Gutey and LaFleur, because it's the same people that we've seen over the last 7 to 8 years.
Yeah. Yep.
Why expect something different when nothing different has happened?
Now, they did do one thing dramatically different. Parsons is dramatically different. So there's the potential there.
That's interesting. So you're almost going in with the exception of who the Packers are.
Again,
and until they give you a reason otherwise.
There's no discussion of anything until they do one thing. And this is the part that irritates me about about LaFleur. He doesn't bring it up. You don't win the damn division, forget it.
I'm with you.
And they haven't won the division in how many years?
They haven't won the division in 4 seasons. Yeah.
Yes. Both the coach and the GM would have been gone if the new president had a standard different than, we're pretty good.
Well,
but here's the thing. Here's why they can be special, because you felt they were special last year. You did. Through the first 2 games, you thought they were special.
I was wrong. I told you I was wrong.
Yeah, but if they were special through those 2 games.
Understand and accept what LaFleur and Gutey are. Good, but not great. So they figured, and they had some injuries that were a part of it.
So when they were 9-3-1, you thought they were just
no. I thought they were good, but I never once thought that they were going to the Super Bowl.
But you didn't think that team was on their way to win the NFC North, even though the Bears at that time I still think were ahead of the Packers in the NFC North, or at least tied.
Well, the disappointing part of the end of the season is they still could have won the NFC North.
No, they blew it. They did. The Ravens game, they blew it.
I still think it's that's the worst part of this. That Ravens game was disgusting.
They choked away the Bears,
and we did talk about how those 2 Bears games that they had upcoming were very, very losable.
Yeah, and so I agree. There were some issues with that, and this is why I believe this offseason was about how do we solve some of the blunders that we have? How do we solve some of the locker room issues that we have? How do we solve some of the immaturity that we have? We bring in some veterans. Bring in some veteran leaders. Zaire Franklin, veteran leader on that defense. You're bringing a guy like Javon Hargrave.
But to Homer's point, you saying that's not special to me. The special
you already have special. Michael Parsons is special.
Yeah,
Xavier McKinney is special.
I don't know, but to the special of Super Bowl level special, that's where we get to that's where I'm with Homer.
Yeah,
is it Super Bowl level special?
Miss a few games so that.
Jordan Love, Micah Parsons, Tucker Kraft, and somebody on the defense outside of
Xavier McKinney can be special. What do you mean? What do we see? Oh, because you didn't have 7 interceptions.
My point is having 7 interceptions. If they're throwing to you, it's how you get them.
They haven't won the division in 4 years, and the division is even better now than it's been.
It was better now than it's been, and they still finished 2nd place. And literally, they were a blown game in Chicago away from basically winning the division. They blew it. They blew it.
When they win the division. Talk to me.
All right, and I have confidence that they will win a division in 2026.
Okay.
I do see they didn't win the division in 2010 from Nathan. What I will say is that is an anomaly.
Wait a minute, that's a big deal, Homer.
No. That is an anomaly.
Yes,
We've gone
is
through
correct.
the statistics of the number 1 and number 2 seeds percentages of winning the Super Bowl, and now with only one seed getting a bye,
Then
not playing an extra game
in
is
2010.
huge.
That's correct. How's it gone since? How have they done it?
I mean,
in the
again,
playoffs?
that's my argument.
Won a lot of divisions.
The least amount of games you can play to get to the Super Bowl in a one and done type tournament. That's my route. I'm not choosing to play 4 road games.
2010 was 16 years ago.
I'm not choosing to play 3 road games and go to the Super Bowl.
I do think it's interesting that you use that example of how they've done since. They've won a lot of division titles since, and they ain't did nothing since.
Correct.
So it comes down to
but let's go back when they did and how far they went.
Hell, Homer.
Winning the division doesn't matter what.
Men's and women's basketball tournaments to expand to 76 games.
No, you went 256. Just keep it growing. Keep it going bigger. That's what people want to watch. And the teams and players have figured it out, too. The regular season's just preseason, just like
it's official.
Per Pete Thamel. Yep.
And you're going to get big against small, more games. Good against bad.
I don't like it.
I want 256. Play those first 2 games at home.
We saw what the NIL era is doing. It's making the later rounds better, not the earlier rounds.
Yeah.
So they're making more earlier rounds, which is just more crap.
Well, I mean...
The only 1 through 5 seed to lose was yours truly.
76.
The Badgers.
Hold on. 76 means you might actually have the best 64 in the final 64, which is not been
but
the
then
case.
it's going to turn into the best 76, and everyone's going to get mad about that. But Homer Hour's coming up next.